FIFA is football and anything can happen.
I'm going to sacrifice everything.
Chance here, open goal!
He's going for it.
And it's going to be 1-0.
I have the experience.
Now, is that going to be a penalty? Yes!
It's going to be tough.
1-1.
It's a brilliant goal. No wonder he's celebrating it.
It's one game and everything can happen.
Can he work something? Little ball and goes on with a shot.
Chance for 3-2. Oh, that's fantastic. And a late goal in the 90th minute. He's come back from the death again.
One chance only.
Hello again, well, it's your host Kay Murray here, and I'm pleased to welcome all of you guys watching at home, and of course all of you who have joined us here in the Teatro Goya in Madrid for the event that we've all been waiting for, the grand final showdown. Over the last few days we've seen the best gamers in the world battle it out for 8 spots in the quarter-finals. At times it was a close call and the leaders of the group stages kept changing. That's just how close it's been. It's been very dramatic, but tonight is the night where one player from the 2.5 million of you who registered will be crowned this year's FIFA Interactive World Champion. But first, let's take a look at where we are for this all-important showdown. And remember, you can contribute by tweeting us with the hashtag FIWC or by making a comment on Facebook, facebook.com/FIWC. Well, one guy who has been with the contestants every step of the way since the group stages began on Monday, sharing the excitement and their tears, is Alan McInally, and I'm delighted to now be able to invite him up to the stage to join me.
You can clap, everybody. Okay, that's enough. I was only joking. Hi, Kay. Hi, everybody.
Hello, Alan. Okay, you've been with these guys throughout every day of the tournament. It's been a roller coaster of emotions. You've witnessed it all. What's been your highlight so far, Alan?
It's been great to see how enthusiastic they all are about being so wonderful at the game that I simply cannot get the grip of, to be honest. You know, and it's the tension certainly has built yesterday. To get to the quarterfinals was as intense as it's been. You know, I was in Valencia, I was in Dortmund. And you just see the level of play get better as well. And I think what we've got in the quarterfinals is just about as good as what we've got out there.
Okay, which player has stood out for you the most?
See, that's unfair. We've got 8 wonderful players. I mean, I will mention Bruce Granek, who was beaten in the final last year in penalties, and he had it all to do yesterday. You know, he didn't have a good first day. His first game he won 5-0. He then won his consecutive 2 games after that. So I think the form that Bruce is in, he's got to be feared by a lot of players. My little favourite, Rafael Riobo, hasn't let me down, wherever he is. Rafael, good luck tonight. Don't let me down. But yeah, I think all the guys, Kai Volland, I think with the experience that, some of the guys have, and we have a young man from Denmark and August Rosenmeier. I'm mentioning, a couple of particular guys, but they're all very, very good players. It's a hard one to call. It
really is, but there have been some spills, some surprises. What's been the biggest surprise of the tournament so far for you?
Well, our defending champion, Alfonso Ramos, is not with us. Not that he might not defend it, but you would have thought at least he would get to the quarter-final stages. Didn't manage to do it. Our very own George Sarita from Britain didn't manage to make it either. I thought he was a pretty good player. I watched him in one of the games. He was excellent and didn't manage to make it. But probably the biggest surprise is maybe that Ramos has not qualified. But that's good news for our 8 quarter-finalists, of course, who will be looking to lift a rather wonderful prize.
Yes, a rather wonderful prize and some rather wonderful incentives as well. Thank you very much for your time, Alan.
You're very welcome.
Over the last 63 games that have taken place, 63 games have taken place, with 36 games being contested on just the first day. So let's take a look at what's happened on the first day in Madrid.
You are the best 21 players out of over 2.5 million registered players. And I would like to use this opportunity to congratulate you in the name of FIFA, EA Sports and PlayStation.
Good, I won the 3 games and I lost 1. Tomorrow I have to beat Kai to qualify. Feel confident for sure. Tomorrow I have to beat Kai.
I am here with Real Madrid and Spain international Raúl Albiol.
Today I win one games and I lose 2 games. It's very difficult for me, but I hope tomorrow I can qualify.
I have played 2 games. I have won 1 game and I have drawn 1 game. Hope that tomorrow I can go through.
I am top of the group. I have played 4 games today, 2 wins and 2 draws, so it's very good for me.
And I'd now like to welcome with me professional gaming commentator and presenter Paul Challoner. He's also been on this roller coaster ride for the last few days. So many twists and turns, Paul. What's been the moment that stood out for you so far?
Well, I think, like Alan said, probably Alfonso Ramos going through is the moment that stands out. Sadly for him, and it was such a big game for him to win, and then to go out 1-0 on that last game was, you saw how devastated he was, and I really sort of felt his pain as well. And I think that's what I've liked about the whole thing, as you say, a highlight in particular is that the players are so human. We've really sort of humanised them, and they're not just virtual controllers. So it's great to see that emotion coming out from the players. Yeah, it is. I think we did all feel for him when he went out at that stage, but as Alan said, it makes it more exciting for the 8 guys that are left in it. Pick a goal out for us that stood out for you. 1 goal. You ask tough questions, Kate. I don't know, 1 goal. I mean, I always like to see Alfonso score because you get the vamos going. There's been some crazy goals, some fantastic goals. Probably I would pick out August's goal against Bruce yesterday, just because on day 1, because it was such an important goal for him to score. So that sticks in my mind most. Okay, so if you had to pick out 1 guy that you'd put your money on tonight. I knew you were going to ask me that. I'm going to put you on the spot. Who would it be? As Alan said rightly, I mean, there are 8 fantastic players, and they've all got something going for them in one way or another. They're either new to the competition, branded. We've got 4 of them here who've never been to the quarterfinals or even the finals themselves before. We've got 4 that have experienced it before. August Rosenmeier sticks out in my mind. I think his game with Bruce could end up deciding who actually wins the whole thing. But my money is still just slightly on Kai Vollen. Okay, well, Kai Vollen, a favourite for many. There's been so many exciting moments over the last few days. We can now throw into a highlight clip which will show you the group stages that took place.
welcome to day 2 of the FIFA Interactive World Cup. We're here at the Café 40 in the centre of Madrid. It's all very exciting. We've got plenty to get through, so without further ado, let's get to it.
2 games today, 14 points, and I am on the quarterfinals.
Today I needed to win all my games and I did, so I'm very happy.
It was a really bad day. I couldn't go through, but I hope that one of my countrymates can win.
Wow, this is the most important tournament in all the world. I think I have chances to win this cup and I'm going to give my best.
I finished first in the group and that's what I wanted. I'm really confident for tomorrow, but it's one game and everything can happen. The players are very strong, so I just try to give my best.
Well, after 2 days of intense gaming, our 8 quarterfinalists have been determined. They're all joining me on the stage now, so please give us a big round of applause. From Group A, we have Rafael Riobo, Andres Botero. Group B, August Rosenmeier and Bruce Granek. In Group C, we have Kai Volin and Oscar Martin. And the third place players are Group B, Andre Torres. And Group C, Abdulaziz Al-Sheri. Okay, first up will be the quarterfinal games 1 and 2. August Rosenmeier and Bruce Granek's game will be streamed live and commentated by Paul Challoner and Alan McInally. After that game, the highlights of the second quarterfinal, Oscar Martin and Abdulaziz Al-Sheri's game will be shown, and Paul and Alan will analyse that game live. Now, I would like to ask August and Bruce just to stick with me on the stage at the moment for a short interview and for the others to take their places downstairs. Okay, August, best performing in the round in the group stages. For many, you're a favourite. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm very confident, so I hope for the best.
Okay, you nervous?
A little bit, but it will go over. No problem.
Bruce, a little in English, nervous?
Yes, I'm a little nervous, but it's in the game.
Okay, well, you turned it all around yesterday, so these two guys will be taking the first game. Any particular strategies you're looking at, August?
Well, I will try to play the same way as I did in the first game versus Bruce and see how it would win out.
Okay, good luck to both of you for this one. You heard the guys. Now they're going to go and get themselves ready for this big game, the first quarter-final game that we're going to see. There's no margin for error and no room in this game for mistakes, as the winners from each game will face each other in the semi-finals. Please remember to send us in your thoughts via Twitter with the hashtag FIWC, and you can also write to us on Facebook. It's facebook.com/FIWC. But I'll now hand it over to our match commentators for the first game of the evening. It's Alan McInally and Paul Challoner.
Yes, thank you very much, Kay. Fantastic start to the evening's events, and it is going to be an amazing evening of FIFA 13 action, that's for sure. We're going to kick off with Denmark versus France. Been here a few times over the years in the FIFA World Cup, that's for sure.
Just a bit.
August Rosenmeier against Bruce Granek. Just a reminder for you as well, Bruce is a former champion, 2009, and runner-up last year as well. So he has history, Alan, and he has experience. And I've got a feeling that might pay dividends in this quarter-final.
Yeah, I think the mood he's going to be feeling after yesterday, he's going to be pretty confident. The only thing is, I think it's a really hard draw for him. I think August showed us exactly why he's got to this stage. He was pretty impressive yesterday, and just what he said there, he does have a previous win against Bruce.
He does.
Formations here will be absolutely key, vital. I'm amazed actually how much the formations play such a big part in the game. No question about it. And the boys are obviously picking them right now.
The two players just warming up right now and setting their controls up as this quarterfinal is about to get underway. August just checking he's on the screen. Yes, you are on the screen, August. And they'll be able to get underway shortly. You rightly said 1-0 was the score between these two, but that wasn't really a fair reflection on the result, I don't think. It was, I'm not taking anything away from August, he played fantastically well, but Bruce, I think, was frustrated after that game in the group stage that he didn't get an equaliser or even maybe win the game.
Well, he probably should have scored, granted, and August has defended really well in the game, and that's what it's about sometimes, but it's just a hard one to call. I mean, it's unfair when we were speaking to Kay earlier on and you're picking someone, you get close to the boys, you know what they're like, you know how they've played, but you got to think that the boys who finished top of the three groups, A, B, C, yesterday, are probably coming into the quarterfinal feeling pretty confident, but this is a really tough one. It'll be a super game, genuinely. The formations I add again will be absolutely key. In August, who we can see on screen at the moment, he said he'll play the same way I did in the first game, and maybe, if he carries the same kind of luck. And Bruce, remember the first game we did yesterday, Paul?
Yes.
And Bruce was under pressure.
He was, massive pressure.
5-0 he won.
His day yesterday was absolutely superb. The three games that he had secured in this quarter-final place, and it was even by the skin of his teeth after that 3 games as well. So he did an almighty job to get through to the quarterfinals. Their records actually are very similar, although August picked up 5 of the 6 wins in the group stage. He was by far the most successful points tally winner in the group stage. He only lost the 1 game, that was to Vivero 3-1, who's also in the quarterfinals. Granek, on the other hand, as we said, he stumbled a little bit, lost 2 of the games 1-0, but then went on a bit of a tear and won his last 4. Interesting, though, these 2 players are actually the best defensive players of all the players that we've had at the World Finals this year. 3 goals Bruce has let in for August, and he actually let 3 of those in 1 game.
We're not starting with a 0-0, are we?
I hope no, because if we start with a 0-0, it will go to penalties. That's a quick reminder for you if you're watching at home.
Absolutely. It won't be. I just think it's a tough one to call. It's a good one to start, incidentally, with everybody watching online, everybody watching in the theatre. It's going to be pretty tense. And I think you see by all the clips of played, the emotions of the players when they do get a goal, etc. And remember, when this game is on, there's another game simultaneously running as well, which is going to be one of the other quarterfinals, which we may as well mention right now.
Yeah, well, Oscar Martin and Abdulaziz Al-Shari are both going to be playing at the same time. We'll bring you highlights of that game at the end, but if you hear some shouts and screams, then you'll know there's a goal, and we will get some goal updates in between. That is your FIFA Interactive World Cup
I was shining that earlier on,
Were you?
No, I was not. So this is the one I was talking about. Well, you can see that I think August is ready. I think it's just Bruce. It's just got a few things to change, and everything's custom, tactics, formations. You can see the formation on top right there, 4-2-3-1. I think it's chosen by both players. 4-2-3-1 is normally the formation that a lot of the players pick. There is a few variations in that, and I think the guys look as if they're just about ready, Paul.
Yeah. August normally does favour a 4-4-2, but it's not necessarily what he'll pick for Real Madrid. Bruce, on the other hand, as you rightly said, is much more of a 4-2-3-1.
Sorry, Paul, it is Real Madrid versus Real Madrid?
It is, yeah, which is pretty much the norm these days in FIFA 13, although I think we might see something different in the other quarterfinal, but that's for later on. We are about to kick off our first quarterfinal of the FIFA Interactive World Cup 2013. 2.5 million people tried to play in this finals. We're down to just 8, and after this one, we might just be a little bit closer to finding out who is going to be crowned the world champion in 2013. We're underway, and it is August Rosenmeier versus Bruce Granek, the 17-year-old Dane in his 2nd FIWC, and Bruce Granek playing in his 3rd, having reached 2 finals previously in 2009 and 2012. Unfortunately, I don't actually know which way around. There we go, finally we do get the screens up to find out which sides we're on. And Rosenmeier will be playing with the white version of Real Madrid, and in an all dark blue purpley strip will be France's Bruce Granek.
Patient play by Bruce. I mean, just as a real thing, possession is such a key, can't be given away. When you get the ball into this kind of area, I always think that Bruce likes to get it into that wide area, get it into either Ronaldo or Benzema, and that's the players that can do the most damage. Di Maria down the right-hand side, of course, is always a help.
Granek attacking from right to left on your screen. Rosenmeier facing the other way, of course. Now has possession in defence and gets a chance to play it out nicely. Pepe here, Contrao now on the near side.
I think August will be delighted because he cleared that long there and a little nod back, keeps possession, and just as I say that, gives the ball away.
Actually slipped through here, and Sergio Ramos now has got to do a bit of defending. Cristiano Ronaldo with that ball, does whip it in though. It's at the near post, which is covered easily and played away to Callion on the near side.
Yeah, cool defending by August Rosenmeier there. Ronaldo with the ball into the box, but he did ever so well with the defending, and now he might have a chance up the other end here.
Yeah, counter-attack here. And Kadira now in the middle for Rosenmeier. He has scored a goal in every single one of his 6 games so far at this year's FIFA Interactive World Cup finals. Chance now to add to the tally. It just wouldn't settle for him. And you can see his face, he knows that's a missed opportunity.
Well, there's not many times when you get Ronaldo into the box that he miscontrols it, and then you can just see August's reaction. He knows it was a good opportunity, and Benzema here for Bruce, right back up the other end. What a chance this might be.
Got a chance for Di Maria to put it in. Ronaldo's waiting. The header comes in, and it's just going to drop on the top of the net.
Well, he's unlucky, Di Maria. Just can't quite divert it onto target, looping onto the top of the goal, and Rosenmeier will be delighted. But a good response here from Granek after a little half chance for Rosenmeier. And Granek this time up the other end to tell him you're not going to get it all your own way. Of course, looking for that little revenge, having lost to him yesterday in the group stages.
Yeah, it is. It's revenge is in the mix there, but really it's the semi-final place that they both want. Rosenmeier will just attempt to win 1-0. He'll be quite happy with that. Granek, on the other hand, I think he'd be happy with a 1-0. Both of these, as I said earlier on, have a superb defensive record. In fact, Rosenmeier's kept 4 clean sheets out of his 6 games. Bruce Granek has kept 3 out of his 6 and never conceded more than 1 goal. So when we said earlier 0-0, I hope we weren't putting the commentator's proverbial curse on it, but so far, no goals.
No, it wouldn't surprise me, Paul, to be honest. What we will say is, I think the goal would be fair to say, if you get the first goal, that might be just a little more important.
Is it going to come here, Benzema?
That's a corner.
Yeah, may have just forced the corner there. No.
Oh, referee. Thought it was a corner.
22 minutes played. No goals so far. And a tense and nervy start for both of these players.
Well, I think they'll be relatively happy, to be honest. You know, 20-odd minutes, we're getting to that 25-minute kick. What a kick that is, right up the other end. I think they'll be relatively happy with the 0-0. There's been a couple of chances for both. There's been no mistakes defensively by either player. And it's probably panning out much as we thought, to be honest.
Short ball out from Casillas. Pepe's actually lost that one. Modric can put Ronaldo through here. There's a huge chance for Granek. It's just run a little bit too far from him. And actually it will be collected by Rosenmeier.
Oh, August took a big chance there, didn't he? Almost gave the ball away, and if you give the ball away in the final third, you don't want it dropping to Ronaldo. And he got away with it again. And just as I was saying that nobody had made a mistake, that might be August's first little crack.
Over the halfway line now for August Rosenmeier as he attempts to become Denmark's first ever FIFA Interactive World Champion. Now down to the near side with Essien. Through ball to Callion. Does a nice little trick to get himself some space here. Ball into the box. The header is not quite there. It's a fairly weak header actually from Ronaldo in the end.
That was good play there, wasn't it? Di Maria with a little half check. Looks to come back on his left. Keeps it on his right. Good ball into the box. And just can't get anyone on the end of those crosses at the moment.
30 minutes played. No goals so far in our first quarter-final.
Good play.
None in the other quarter-final I can report either, just yet. Here comes Ronaldo from Rosenmeier. Finds some space for Callion, who gets robbed of the ball by Marcello. A great tackle from him. Di Maria. Essien. Di Maria's made the run. Ronaldo's waiting in the middle. Benzema is there as well. Unfortunately, Marcello can't find a way through. He'll try and re-attack here with Di Maria, but he's not going to receive the ball either. So a little bit scrappy in midfield.
That was there. That was a little mistake from Bruce because he had ball in really good position. And here's a half chance.
Yeah, Di Maria now sprinting forward on the far side. Does have a chance for the early cross. Pulls it back. 2 men waiting in the box. Man arriving at the back post. Not able to get that ball flying across there. And Bruce can get this one easily away with Benzema, who's deep inside his own half here.
Yeah, when the ball was headed out from Bruce, it was Marcello that had the header, and it popped perfectly to Benzema. And he's running out of play. It means Rosenmeier will get the ball back.
We said it would be close. We said it would be tense. We said it would be nervy, and it's all of those things and more right now. We're approaching half-time. 6 minutes to play. No goals in our first quarter-final. Kadira now. Marcello. There's a man waiting inside is Benzema. Ronaldo trying to shake off the tensions of the defenders. Pepe was around there to clear things up for Granek, though.
That was unlucky, wasn't it? Very unlucky. A little ball into the box. It just couldn't quite get Ronaldo in it. And August Rosenmeier gets Di Maria to nick the ball again, and he keeps possession. You've got to have the ball if you're going to score. Gives it away. And those little mistakes in the middle of the park, that's the reason why we're still at 0-0 and we're almost at half-time, Paul.
Yeah, 0-0 in the other game right now in the second quarter-final too. So where's this first goal coming from? Is this goal going to be one of those goals that separates the two in this matchup? It was a tight affair last time. Rosenmeier scored reasonably early on. Granek then missed a few shots that he felt he should have converted to at least a draw, if not a win. He was on fire yesterday. We saw that 5-0 thrashing in that first game. And that's what led to his great form yesterday, as he carried it on now. Granek with his first shot. Good save from Casillas. And that's the first serious threat we've seen, Alan McInally.
Well, we're into the last minute of play there. Just going to change it. Modric is going to swing this in, but Bruce knows that's a really good chance. Ball into the box. It's right on half-time, and it looks as though Rosenmeier clears it. That might be it, referee.
Anywhere will do right now. And that will be half-time then. And it's Rosenmeier 0, Granek 0. And straight into the second half.
Well, Bruce will be happy the way he finished that first half with a shot from just on the edge of the box, and Rosenmeier's goalkeeper for him made a wonderful save. He's back in again here, Rosenmeier.
Yeah, Di Maria on the near side now, trying to get away from Pepe, giving him a little bit of grief. That little ball's over the top. It's dangerous, but well dealt with.
And he had to as well. The goalkeeper had to come and get that. Either that Benzema it was, the ball was heading for, was got a free head, and again Bruce gives the ball away. He doesn't want to be doing that too many times.
Yeah, poor ball through the middle, concedes possession once more, and Rosenmeier can come forward here on the far side. Benzema waiting for the ball on the inside. It's going to come back to Essien here. Now Benzema once more. And the ball inside. Can he find some space here? Ronaldo still waiting. It's fed out to Benzema. He's got to play a bit of a winger's role this time. He's got a good cross on him. Checks once, checks twice. Now the ball comes in. It's a little bit too deep for Ronaldo, though. Di Maria was at the back post. Ronaldo now falls to him. Can he twist and turn? No, he can't. And again, Bruce Granek's defence is rock solid.
He was excellent there, wasn't he? Because that was a half chance, no question, for Rosenmeier. And you got Ronaldo on the edge of the box. We'll see it a huge amount of times this evening. He normally has a little trick, but this time Granek's defence rock solid.
Do have a goal in the other game. We'll bring in that goal update in a moment. You may have heard that in the background. We have our first goal of the quarterfinals so far. Meanwhile, in this game, no goals, 57 minutes played. Ball played in by Granek. Ronaldo trying to get on the end of it. It's bobbing around, but Casillas will easily pick that one up from the defensive header. And our goal has gone to Abdulaziz Al-Shari, winning 1-0 against Oscar Martin. That's a big result.
Well, he did excellent yesterday, Abdulaziz Al-Shari, didn't he? And he started this, remember, in the second half, of course, in their game as well. So that maybe just one goal might be enough to decide that game as well. Oscar needs one to get back in the game. We haven't had one here so far after 1 hour's play.
Yeah, exactly right. Rosenmeier now attacking on the far side. Tries to thread the ball through to Essien. Now finds Benzema. Back to Essien. Now got some space here. Di Maria's waiting in the middle. Ronaldo's not in there right now. Where is Ronaldo, actually? I think he's dropped back. Yeah, he has just dropped back into the hole. So, interesting.
Well, that's probably
a little back heel. That's fantastic from Bruce Granek. He's now got a chance to break away on this left-hand side. Here he comes with a big chance. Ronaldo, is this 1-0? Oh, Benzema just checked his run inside the box. And that's cost the Frenchman dearly.
Oh, I wanted him to have a shot on target there. That might be his only chance. And Rosenmeier on the counter-attack. Big chance from Granek. Ball into the box, and Benzema was simply not in the position he wanted him to be.
Are we headed to penalties? Is it too early to talk about that? 66 minutes played, no goals. Abdulaziz Al-Shari winning 1-0 in the other game against the group winner, Oscar Martin.
This will be a tense last, what we got, 22? Just maybe a little more, a couple of minutes added time when we get to the 90.
It's going to be very, very close indeed.
You said, Paul, we go to penalties if it finishes 0-0, is that right?
I believe we have extra time then, penalties.
Extra time first.
We'll get confirmation of that. And we had the final go to penalties last year. Granek on the wrong end of those penalties. Let's hope he's not the England of the FIWC. Here we go with Ronaldo, though. Chance here for Rosenmeier. Tries to dribble it through into the box. That's going to be a free kick, though. And Granek will have a defensive free kick and carry on. Picks up a yellow. Should be okay, though. 17 minutes remaining. Still no goals here in our first quarter-final of the FIFA Interactive World Cup 2013. Are we going to have a winner in normal time? Here comes Bruce Granek again. Another rebuild of a counter-attack. Ronaldo feeding Essien. Little ball over the top. He's going to fall to Di Maria. He's got two men streaming forward here as well in the box, but there's a packed defence of 5, 6 white shirts in there. Somehow Di Maria's turned them inside out. Chance for Ronaldo! Oh my word, that's as close as you're going to get without going in.
Oh, Di Maria does brilliant for Granek on the right-hand side there. Checks into his left foot. Good ball into the box, and it's only just the wrong side of the post. Good play by Bruce Granek there. There's a bit of pressure. Maybe in the last 5 or 6 minutes, maybe Bruce has just looked a little bit more composed on the ball. I think his possession's been better.
I think his heart would have been in his mouth when that one dropped wide. Here comes Benzema again for Granek. What can he build from here? Nothing is the answer this time round. Oh, might get the ball back though with Di Maria. Benzema's made a run behind him. Essien's just waiting inside and Callion waiting behind. Here comes Essien. No, he's been robbed now as well. Tired legs out there in the virtual world. 9 minutes remaining. Still no goals. Here we go. Once more with Rosenmeier this time. Able to build. Careful, precision passing.
Yeah, much better, much better. Keep possession. Get it into that position in a wide area, and he can't do it. Bruce has got the ball back.
Chance for the counter here, but not going to do that straight away. Instead, he's going to spray this one across the back four and find his midfield holder, Essien. Ronaldo now has to come up a little bit deeper here with that tight marking that he's having. And Essien didn't want to feed Di Maria to start with, and he's now looking for some space for Benzema, and he's found that space now. Now, can they put something together here on the near touchline? 4 minutes remaining here. A goal now would pretty much guarantee one of these players the place in the semi-final. Rosenmeier now can rebuild. Counter-attack. Long ball over the top. That's searching for Ronaldo. He's going to battle with Pepe all day long, but it's the defender that wins.
Well, we did say there wasn't a lot between them. There certainly wasn't in the first game, and there hasn't been a lot tonight either. We're almost at time up. I would imagine if Bruce can somehow get this up the park and put it in the goal, then I think he might find himself in the semi-final.
Yeah, heartbreak for either player right now if one of them scores.
I must admit, even though, to be fair to August Rosenmeier, his defence has been rock solid. His goalkeeper's been excellent so far.
Yeah, well, they are the two best defensive players
2 added
so
minutes
far. And we do have two minutes of injury time. Now Benzema on the near side. Plays the ball inside. Di Maria was almost there. And Rosenmeier breathes a sigh of relief as that ball bounces out. And now he's got Ronaldo 1 versus 6 here at the back. Had to try and hold up the ball. And the referee will blow for full time. Rosenmeier 0, Granek 0. And look at that. 50% possession as well from each player. Couldn't have asked for a closer game.
Well, listen, they're both incredibly skillful. They're brilliant at the game. They really are. But there's nothing to separate them. There's a couple of really good chances. Maybe Bruce with the best just before the end of half-time. A great save from Casillas from August Rosenmeier. And then that header that just went the wrong side. And you can see they're making changes. Formations look as though they're going to keep them 4-2-3-1. There'll be changes to the players. And then we will have a little bit of extra time.
Yep, we will go into extra time. We have got a couple of substitutions, which will bring you in a moment. Look at that, 3,164 yards. Can you remember playing in a game with that many yards in your legs, Alan?
No, no chance. I used to do that in 45 minutes, for goodness sake.
So Higuain is on for Benzema, and Higuain on for Benzema on the other side as well. It's one of the changes that we've seen. And we are into extra time. The other game has finished between Oscar Martin and Abdulaziz Al-Shari. He has managed to win that 1-0. We'll bring you highlights after this particular game. Oh, well, maybe it hasn't finished. Maybe there was another goal in there.
I think they were getting near the end of the game, but it sounds as though that might be full time on the other side. We'll get that confirmed.
Yep, no, it is full time over there. So we'll bring you highlights of that game just after this one finishes. We're in extra time right now for Rosenmeier versus Granek. And Granek right now near side with Ronaldo trying to shrug off Pepe. That's a great tackle though. Now back with Essien in midfield. What can the Frenchman do from here? 26 years old. He's played in 2 of these FIFA Interactive World Cup finals. Never mind the actual final, the actual grand final. 1 in 2009. Runner-up last year on penalties. Is he about to take one step towards a 3rd place? Right now it's Rosenmeier on the attack on the far side. Ronaldo sprinting forward in the middle. He looks for the ball. He's got space. Oh, the header though bounces off the back of Marcello, and Bruce Granek can bring it away.
I guess a little luck there, doesn't it? Because the header's heading for the goal. It hits the defender,
confirmation of the result in the other game. Oscar Martin 0, Abdul Aziz Al Shari 1. Congratulations to the Saudi Arabian. He makes it through, one extra step from last year. He was in the quarterfinals last year. This year, he's already in the semis.
Yeah, congratulations to him. Wonderful. That's maybe one of the outside bets for the tournament. He was certainly fantastic yesterday, and you're right, quite rightly, in the semi-final. Can we get August or Bruce to join him here?
Well, we're going to have to get one of them, that's for sure. It's either going to be in extra time or it's going to penalties. We've reached the end of the first half of extra time. Just, in injury time now. Would be a fantastic time to score. Benzema's going to clip this little ball over the top to Di Maria. Ronaldo's waiting, and he's going to be waiting a while.
Just couldn't quite get it, and that's half-time actually, so we're going to have 15 extra minutes, and if we don't get one here, we're into the first penalty shootout of the quarterfinals. They have been, and we said, and we repeat again, there is not a lot between them. You've already seen a couple of half chances, but genuine play between them. The possession's good in the middle of the park, but that final little pass to get someone in for a clear shot at goal so far, just simply not been there for either player.
There is one of those statistics that's quite relevant right now. Rosenmeier has not failed to score in any of his FIWC games so far.
Kiss of death.
It's now
kiss of death.
0-0. Is that the commentator's curse?
Kiss
right
of death. Well, welcome to penalties, everybody.
Near side now, Di Maria for Bruce Granek, trying to find his way through. And has found some space here, and Ronaldo is waiting. He's well marked, but he's got the header with 9 minutes to go. Bruce Granek takes the lead.
Brilliant goal. He had Di Maria a couple of times on that right-hand side. He's put 3 or 4 crosses into the box, and this time, you see, just before we maybe see the goal again, August has to make a few changes. He knows he has to go much more aggressive now. There was nothing between them. Rosenmeier won the first one yesterday 1-0, and that's a brilliant header. And Bruce Granek absolutely delighted that eventually, from one of his crosses, Ronaldo gets onto the end of it.
So 1-0, 9 virtual minutes of extra time to go. As we've said before, Rosenmeier has never failed to score in an FIWC match in the group play, and he's going to have to keep that record up. Lovely header, really good header.
Yeah, it was a great ball, and wasn't it? There's a substitution by August. He knows he needs a goal, and he needs it very, very quickly. Or Granek, who we said was in good form yesterday, came into the competition, or certainly today, pretty confident, has got that all-important goal that just might be enough.
Yeah, needs to keep the pressure on. That's exactly what he's selecting as well amongst his tactics, to keep the pressure going, not to back off. And every minute that ticks down now, Granek will be moving closer to the semi-final. 7 minutes remaining. A little through ball here. Ronaldo's through on this. Is this 2-0? Oh, it's come back off the post. Granek so close to going to a 2-0 unassailable lead. And Rosenmeier is sailing close to the win now.
Just a half, I mean, unbelievable. You've got to get this up. We're running out of time for August. You've got to get the ball forward. Here's maybe the chance.
Yeah, he's got a chance inside the box now. Oh, it's broken through. Chance here to 1-1. No!
Penalty.
Taken off his foot.
Oh, I thought the referee might give a penalty there, Paul.
No penalty either.
Oh, that was so close. So close for August Rosenmeier. I thought he'd almost equalised there. Still got time.
Yep, still got a chance here on the far side. Essien. Modric now trying to play that ball in. He's got 2 waiting. Ronaldo in the advanced position if they can find him. Down to the near side. Here comes Callion. He's danced his way through. Oh, my word, that's so close.
He hasn't hit the target. I can't believe he hasn't hit the target. Great skill, left and right, using a little drag back, gets into a great shooting position, and August Rosenmeier can't believe that he hasn't hit the target and made it 1-1 there. What an opportunity that was.
I can't actually believe that that didn't go in. It's flashed wide. We've now had time up. It's all on Rosenmeier now, and he's played the ball out. It's going to be a throw-in, and it's going to be a throw-in to Granek, deep inside his own half here. If he just keeps possession now for a few more seconds, it's going to be game over, and the Frenchman's going through to his 3rd semi-final in the FIFA Interactive World Cup 2013. Has possession now. Just needs to hold on to it. The final whistle has been blown, and Bruce Granek has made his way through to the semi-finals.
Amazing. You can see he's so unhappy, August Rosenmeier. I mean, he did everything, just about everything, as best as he could. And I feel for him, genuinely I feel for him, because he's been fantastic. And Bruce, we thought that 1 goal might be enough, Paul, and that's exactly how it was. And it took us to the extra time. It was a great cross from Di Maria. And guess who? Mr. Ronaldo gets you to the semi-final.
Always going to step up when you need him, even in the virtual world, that's for sure. So a fantastic first quarter-final confirms that the Frenchman, Bruce Granek, keeps his dream alive of reaching his third FIFA Interactive World Cup final. For August Rosenmeier last year, played in the group stages. This year it's the quarter-final. He's just going to have to come back again next year and do one better.
Well, he did. He's already gone one better this year, and I think he'll, grow from that kind of confidence. It was a really, really tough draw.
Now, quick highlight. Sorry, Anne. A quick highlight from the game before we show you the highlights of the other game. This is the goal from Bruce Granek that won him the game in the end. Talk us through it, Anna.
Yeah, well, he had Rio Di Maria a couple of times, certainly in the first half, into this kind of area, and he had a couple of crosses that. August Rosenmeier managed to get a defender on it, but he just see Ronaldo's position just beyond the defender, and he gets up beyond, but he gets the ball down into the corner. No chance for Casillas. What a feeling that is when they see the back of the net move.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Bruce Granek, the first man through to the semi-final. We'll bring you highlights of the second game shortly, but first, let's go to Kay.
Thank you, guys. Well, commiserations to August Rosenmeier, but it looks like he has a bright future ahead of him. Definitely one of the most promising players that we've seen this year, but it was always going to be tough coming up against Bruce Granek. I'm joined here by the winner of the first quarter-final and also his manager, Sasha, which just gives you an idea of how professional Bruce is when it comes to this game. So we'll ask via Sasha a few questions to Bruce, and then he'll translate them as well. Can you ask him how he's feeling and how tough an opponent August was?
Comment tu t'es senti et comment était Auguste tout au long du match?
Je me suis senti bien, mais c'était un match très très compliqué, ça se joue à des détails à ce niveau-là. Et puis Auguste, je l'avais déjà joué en poule et c'était déjà ultra serré, ça se joue à pas grand-chose et ça a été le cas, mais cette fois ça a tourné en ma faveur.
August has a very close game, so it's always very tough to play against him. He played incredibly well, and it was like in the group stage where he lost a very difficult game.
Well, Bruce already had a very lot of pressure on him yesterday. He had to win all his games. He managed to do so. How does the pressure compare today to yesterday?
Par rapport à hier où tu devais gagner tes 3 matchs, aujourd'hui, est-ce que la pression est comparable ou est-ce que c'est un peu plus... tu reviens de tellement loin?
C'est ça, je reviens de tellement loin, mais après, maintenant, assis près du but, on va dire, on va jouer le coup à fond, mais c'est vrai que je reviens de loin, donc je suis un peu plus détendu.
I'm coming back from so far that now I want to go in the final and to win it, but as I come, as he said, from so far, no, it's just anyway bonus.
Okay, well, good luck to you, Bruce. Okay, well, we'll be seeing a bit more of Bruce later, but at the same time, as that quarter-final, another one was played, and Alan and Paul can now bring us the highlights of that game.
Yes, we can indeed. Another very close game in the other quarter-final, so let's get into some of the highlights from that game. Was, of course, Oscar Martin from Spain against Abdul Aziz Al-Sharif from Saudi Arabia. Going for one better this year. He was in the quarter-final last year, of course, so many people's favourite, actually, amongst the players as well. He's very popular amongst the players. This is the goal that we heard Abdul Aziz shout very loudly about indeed. Far side, it's going to be clipped in, and a header at the near post is absolutely pinpoint from Özil. And that's 1-0, and that was good enough.
Yeah, listen, even in the real life, when you get a player on your right-hand side and he crosses into that near post, it's really difficult to defend at times. And if you get your striker comes across your defender, and all you need to do is help it on. That's exactly what he did there. The first one was tight. That's even tighter again, isn't it? But congratulations to Al-Shari. He's done absolutely fantastic there. I don't know how many chances there were in the game, but there probably wasn't many. But he certainly put that one away really well.
Yep, we have got a couple of other chances as well. This is a little bit further on. In fact, just a couple of minutes later, another chance fell to Abdul Aziz to make that 2-0. So had opportunities in the game to wrap it up, but did so anyway over the course of 90 normal minutes, 90 virtual normal minutes, of course, not 94 minutes, otherwise we would be here all night.
Yeah, exactly.
5
well,
games
we see
to
that
go
quite
through.
a lot. The goalkeepers make normally good saves, and there's another good header there. But yeah, there's I'm sure Oscar's not feeling particularly great right now because he won't be happy the way he defended for the goal that they lost.
Yeah, absolutely. Another Spaniard falls, unfortunately. Alfonso Ramos fell in the group stages. He's lost one of his compatriots again today. Just one remains, and we'll find out whether he can make the semi-finals very shortly. But first, let's go back to Kay.
Thanks very much, guys. Well, I am joined by the winner of that other quarter-final that we just showed you there, Abdulaziz Al-Shari. Hello to his friends, and I'm one of his friends. We call him Dan. You must be delighted with that win, Dan.
Yes, I actually need so much to win this game. And as I said last night, it's only one chance, and I got it.
We heard you scream over there. What's the feeling like when that goal goes in?
Because of the pressure inside me, I just want to take it away. That's it.
How tough was the game?
It was very close. Moscar is a very good player, and he beats me on the group stages, so it's like a revenge for me.
And how are you feeling now ahead of the semis?
It's only one game now, and I have to focus on it.
Okay, well, the best of luck to you and well done for that.
Thank you.
Okay, well, there's another game to be played. These guys will be going to relax at the moment, but we have 2 more quarterfinalists on this side of the stage and another quarterfinal taking place just to the side of our commentators. We'll bring it to you now, but the showpiece game that we'll be bringing you for this one is between Torres Vivero and Kai Volling. It's set to be a very exciting one. So without further ado, I'll throw it back to our commentators.
Yes, thank you very much, Kay. It is time for our 3rd and 4th quarterfinals of the evening. We've got 2 semi-finalists. Where are the next 2 coming from? Well, first matchup is going to be very interesting indeed. Germany's double champion and 3rd place in last year's final of the FIFA Interactive World Cup, Kai Volling. Some people's favourite, mine included, might add. Just to, I didn't put the house on it, but you know, it's a little bit of, between friends, of course, that is actually going to win the entire thing. He has experience on his side, of course. As we've said, he's got a storied history within the FIWC, and I think, again, that's going to pay. We saw it pay earlier on with Bruce Granick.
Yeah, listen, I've watched him play. He's pretty good. I mean, I also watched Vivero yesterday, a couple of games, and there's nothing wrong the way he plays either, to be honest. This is another tight one, tough to call. I don't expect a 3-0, to be honest. This could be very, very close indeed.
All right, before we get underway in the first game, Kay is with both of the players, so let's go back and find out their thoughts ahead of this game.
Well, we actually have, well, you can hear how exciting it is in here with what's happening in the other quarterfinal. We'll bring you up to date with that. But we actually have time to speak to our quarterfinalists here in Torres Vivero and Volling. We're going to just get their thoughts ahead of the game, and then you'll be able to watch them play. So how are you feeling ahead of this one?
Well, I don't feel nervous because I think that I'm not the favorite for this game, so I don't have press. I think that the press is for my opponent.
Yeah, that's always the way. When you're not the favourite, sometimes the pressure is off you. Does that put it on you then, Kai?
No, I don't think so, because I have a lot of support here and I'm just looking forward to the game.
Okay, guys, best of luck in this game, and one of you will be joining me back here afterwards. Good luck to both of you. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you very much, Kay. We are about to get underway for our 3rd and 4th quarterfinals. It's interesting to note these 2. Although they do have some form here, specifically Kai Volling, of course, in previous FIFA Interactive World Cups, neither of their countries have ever won the FIFA Interactive World Cup. Germany and Mexico we're talking about here as well, so it would be a first for either of them.
Yeah, and both, I would imagine, if you know, certainly have the talent to do exactly that. Love the little from Andres Torres Vivero, given that there's no pressure on me, all the pressure's on Kai. Yeah. Love that.
A little bit of mind games
love
going
that.
on there.
I love
already.
That. Fantastic. So good luck to both of them. It's going to be a beauty. And of course, we have another semi-final happening at the same time, Riobo versus Andres Botero from Colombia.
Yeah, so players are just going to set themselves up very quickly and go through their custom settings and tactics, and the game continues on the right-hand side. We'll give you some score updates as we go through. Let's talk about the 2 players first off. Both had very different sort of routes through
both
to this quarterfinal. No, Kai Volling did, Vivero not though. And interestingly, that we saw that game yesterday at the start of the day. It was Granick winning 5-0 against Vivero, but he also used Barcelona yesterday. So there was a question mark over that as to why he would have gone that way. And
there's not a lot of teams, to be fair, really do. I mean, it's not a lot of the guys, you know, the stats are so good for Real Madrid, etc. We're just seeing the other 2 guys playing the other semi-final, Rafael Riobo and Andres Botero. I can't quite see the score at the top.
It's 2-0 right now.
2-0. Oh, there you go.
There we go. Andres, but not to Botero.
Is it 2-0 to Rafael Riobo?
It is.
Playing as?
Bayern Munich.
Playing as Bayern
Which he
Munich.
has done through the FIFA Interactive World Cup.
That's
It's one of the few that has done that, actually.
I think you can see there, Botero obviously just misses a chance. You can see defending by Rafael Riobo. But 2-0, that's a lovely start to the game from Rafael in the first half.
Yep, very good start indeed for your favourite. And the two in these 2 quarterfinals do meet each other, so that could cause us some grief in the next game, couldn't it?
when I say he's my favourite, I just think he's played so well. I think he finished top of the group. I think he did 14 points or something, didn't he?
Yeah, Group A, top of the table.
But anyway,
one of only 2 players to go through from the group stage without losing. There was a third man mentioned for Mr. Shakarov, who actually managed to draw 5 of his 6 games and win the other one, and has gone out. We are about to go live then, and we've got Real Madrid versus Brazil, so a little bit different this time round, and we'll find out in just a moment who's chosen which way round. As I was saying, Kai Volin, one of only 2 players to make it through to the quarterfinals, having not lost a single game. He won 4 and drew 2 from the group stage. On the other hand, Vivaro managed to lose twice. He lost to Moyano and to Granic during the group stages, so very much a favourite, as he rightly pointed out at the start of the interviews. All the pressure is on Kai Volin. Kai Volin is playing as Real Madrid in the away strip, the bluey-purple colour, and Torres Vivaro playing as Brazil in their traditional golden tops, blue shorts and white socks. We've played 6 minutes, no goals so far.
Yeah, we'll see how good Brazil are then, or how good Torres Vivaro is. Remember, he had a slow start to yesterday's game. You already said it, Granada beat him 5-0. He can't afford to do that today. He needs to hit the ground running.
He's done so near side here with Neymar, who's just going to be taken off the ball. The ball is now fed out to Callion. And a little bit over the top end to Benzema now. Ronaldo can twist and turn here, but has been robbed, and Luis can now bring the ball away to Neymar in midfield. Hulk plays the ball to Ramirez. Ball over the far side to Lucas now. Plenty of Premiership players in here. And that one's gone all the way. Wow, I have no idea what that was. I'm not sure what he was attempting to do. I think it was like a sort of half overhead kick.
It didn't. In fact, that's something exactly what you would attempt.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's exactly what I would attempt in real life.
Exactly.
Vivaro now coming away with the ball in his own half, just inside his own half here. Can feed the ball to Hulk. And he's now lost out to Pato near side. And to Di Maria on the near side, as Pato now makes to challenge. Inside ball to Essien. Benzema waiting, Ronaldo's there as well. We've got a 3-0 lead for Rafael Robo in the first half in the other game right now. That's incredible.
It's a big lead, isn't it?
It's a huge lead. The biggest game we've had so far was the 5-0 win, oddly enough by coincidence, over Vivaro by Bruce Granic yesterday. So 5-0 is the biggest score we've had. I didn't think we were going to get big scores in the quarterfinals.
Well, you said Botera was his first time getting to this kind of stage. It might just a little bit too much for him, Rafael Riobo. On the other hand, absolutely delighted he's picked Real Madrid so far at the moment.
Yeah, Contrao
sorry,
now.
FCB, sorry.
Near side, Modric now with the ball. Can he lay this one back? He can. He shrugs off 2 defenders. That's brilliant play. Ronaldo down. Benzema, no!
Save.
Kai Volin comes so close. Might get a second chance at this one. Swings the right boot at that one. And where was that going? No one knew.
Well
Wide.
done. Yeah, well done, Torres Vivaro. Great save from your goalkeeper there. Kai probably thought that was his first goal of the evening. Really unlucky. Actually, 2 stabs at it. 1 save from the goalkeeper and 1 just the wrong side of the post.
Quick score update from the other one. Botero has managed to pull one back, so 3-1 in that game.
Well, that'll settle him down a little bit. 3-0 is a big result, isn't it? But getting that one back just gives you a little bit of hope. Andres Botero certainly not out of that quarter-final then.
Ramirez, Marcelo, Lucas. A little bit of pressure here from Vivera. Ball inside is not good.
Well, that's where he hasn't been particularly great so far. I know we've only played just over 25, 26 minutes, but when he's with Brazil and he's moved the ball into that final third, I can't really remember Kai Volin's goalkeeper Casillas really having an awful lot to do, to be honest.
Well, he's been very good defensively, Kai Volin, as well. He's only conceded 4, the second best defensive record through the group stage, and never more than 1 a game conceded either. Lost both these games 1-0. Drew those games where he had the 1-0 and 2 1-0 victories as well. So doesn't concede often and scores plenty. Chance now for him to open up the scoring, or just trying to shrug off the challenge at the back post. And not going to get a second chance at it this time.
Too much on it, wasn't it? There's plenty of players to pick out, but he chose to put it to the back post, but there's miles too much on the pass, and another opportunity missed by Kai.
Here comes Holt, Neymar now. Alexandre Pato just inside him. Little chip ball towards Lucas here. Found some space on this far side. Taken off his toes by Contrao.
It was good defending, wasn't it, Paul?
Very calmly done.
You know, Kai's done that most of the night. You know, he's looked pretty cool. You know, he hasn't made any rash challenges anywhere near around the box, and That's probably why Torres Vivero hasn't really had many chances. Here's maybe a half chance up the line for Benzema now.
Yeah, Di Maria feeding him nicely. Little ball inside now. Modric slips his shoulder, tries to go round the man. And it's going to have to be thwacked away by the Brazilian goalkeeper.
Thwacked?
Yeah, there's a new one. Essien now. Callio. That one's going to be a throw in. So very tight again. But so far, Kai Volin with probably the slightly better chances.
Yeah, I agree. I think his possession's been a little bit better. I think that's probably why you've seen him get the ball in and around the box. And Torres Vivero, as of yet, we've seen him have the ball plenty of times here, good possession, but when he get it here, that's when he's let himself down exactly on time for me. Not that I wanted him to do that, but there will be plenty of time in the second half. There's not much to go in the first half now. Looks as though we'll probably get to half-time at 0-0. Another close one, Paul.
Yep. Goal now would be good for either player. Here comes Kai Volin once more, trying to build from the back. Essien has to spread the ball wide to Contrao. Triangle created with Callio. Continued his run down the right-hand side as well. Benzema's now going to have to stand on the ball. Ronaldo is sort of free. Well, if you count having 5 yellow shirts round him free, I suppose. And now ball played out of defence, this time by Vivero. Half-time is actually with us now. There's no injury time here, so referee presumably will blow this any moment now. Chance for one more attack perhaps for the German. 0-0. Very, very tight indeed.
Yeah, it's complicated, isn't it? There's a lot of technical ability, but so far pretty stalemate. I think both will be relatively happy. Certainly Kai with the best chance, and Torres Vivero made sure his goalkeeper made a wonderful save, and when the rebound came back to Kai, couldn't put it in the back of the net. We need a goal.
Now about to test the theory that it's easier to shoot right from left as well. It's one of those FIFA sort of myths, I think, but some players believe in it strongly. It's now with Kai Volin shooting from right to left on your screens to orientate you. They are playing as Real Madrid for Kai Volin from Germany, the 2-time German national champion and 3rd place in last year's FIFA Interactive World Cup final, playing Torres Vivero, first time at the FIFA Interactive World Cup. And he's playing as Brazil, yellow tops, blue shorts, white socks. Long searching ball for Ronaldo. I'm not sure he's going to get there.
And he just tried to mix it up a little bit there rather than play the little one in 2 feet. He tried to play it over the top. He just put too much on it. I mean, I think it's fair to say there's not an awful lot between them either, but certainly Kai has maybe looked a little bit more dangerous in that final third. There hasn't been an awful lot in it though.
Nice little bit of skill from the number 10. Used to say that about Zico. Different number 10 these days, of course. All the way back to Casillas here. And it is very tight indeed. The 2 players, of course, are playing, not only for themselves, but they're for their countries. And we said earlier on, Germany and Mexico, 2 of the teams, 2 of the countries that have not won the FIFA Interactive World Cup in the past. Spain have won it twice. Brazil, England, Holland, Spain, obviously we mentioned them twice. France as well. USA won it in 2010. Chance now! This is a big chance for Kai Volin to take the lead. And somehow it's not fallen to either of his star players up front.
Well, it fell to him and he got a little touch on it. He got it past the goalkeeper, Paul, but there was a man on the goal line, and Torres Vivero will be delighted about that, and he managed to clear the danger. That was a big chance for Kai Volin.
Huge opportunity just to finish off on those previous winners. Portugal in 2011, Spain last year. Chance now for Vivero? No. That one's going to be blocked.
Yeah, it was a great challenge, wasn't it? Great defending.
He's actually got the free kick out of it as well.
I think it might have been just offside. There wasn't an awful lot in it. Referee's given offside.
So an hour played. No goals in this one either. That's, well, almost to be expected, really. We were expecting tight and tense quarterfinals. Now, can Vivero open something up here? He has seen more of the ball in the second half now. Pato, Ramirez trying to open up the front 3. Holt making a little run. He's been cut out though. That's one forward to Benzema. He's got to hold up here. And we've got a score update in the other game now. Rafael Riobo 4-1 up. Spain's last hope in the FIFA Interactive World Cup on home soil here in Madrid. Leading 4-1 and looking pretty safe bet for a semi-final.
Well, Botero gets one back at 3-1. You might think he's on a charge back, but that'll just calm Rafael down a little bit. And we need a goal here. This is probably the best part from Vivero so far.
Yeah, Hulk now building on this right-hand side. He's got 2 men to try and beat here. Does get the chip in. There's a header, but it's wide.
He's unlucky. He's unlucky. It was good play. Got a good cross in. Got it onto a Brazil shirt, and The header was just wide. That's as close as he's been, Torres Vivero, so far.
Just over half the second half remaining, and it's 4-2 now. Rafael Rioba, they're having a bit of a goal fest over there. We'll bring you the highlights and what highlights they're going to be at the end of this game.
There's going to be a few, isn't there?
Isn't
Certainly
there
not
just?
finished yet with Botero getting himself back in the game again.
Can never, ever count him out. He's a bit of a comeback kid as well, but I don't know if he can come back from 4-1, we'll find out. 20 minutes remaining in this one. Kai Volin 0, Torres Vivero 0. And it's been a much better second half, though, from Vivero.
Yeah, it has much better. His possession's been better, but his possession's been better in the final third. That's what's helped him at least create that chance. And as of yet, Kai will be a little frustrated that he hasn't managed to create a few more chances. He certainly had that wonderful, great chance in the first half, but just maybe with Callejon down this side, he might have a chance here with Benzema.
Brilliant ball at the back post. Ronaldo was waiting for it, but it's been hacked away. And Vivero survives another onslaught from the German.
And does really well. It was great defending. And again, as we saw in the first one, was that offside?
No, I think it was a free kick. It was a free kick for the shove. Well spotted. 15 minutes remaining here. Free kick from Vivero. Fairly long way out, but he's got the ball into the penalty box here. There's men over for the Brazilians. They've got a chance here. If only that ball can get delivered. Actually, they've dropped back out of the box, but he's danced his way through it. Chance, a huge chance! And that's 1-0 to Vivero.
Wonderful skill, wonderful skill. Patient by Vivero. Gets the ball to Neymar. And a beautiful left foot finish. And he hasn't, we certainly decided he'd been better in the second half. And that might just be enough. What a great finish by Neymar.
Really good time to score as well against the German two-time champion, who has currently finding himself 1-0 down. He's only ever lost by a goal in any of the games that he's had so far. Got a chance for a quick equaliser. Benzema couldn't fall to him on the edge of the box, and now the counter-attack is on here. And Kai Volin under a pressure. He's got a man over. Oh, couldn't quite bring it to him in the middle, and that's a great tackle to get the ball back. Kai Volin now coming forward. 8 minutes remaining. Benzema's little ball over the top's too long, though. And Vivero will appreciate every second in possession now.
Absolutely. Just thought when Callejon makes that challenge and the ball goes up the line that Kai might have a chance to get himself back in the game. But he just has to defend, and he has to defend well. No mistakes from Torres Vivero as we get into the last 7 or 8 minutes.
Well, he mentioned it, didn't he, into the pre-match interview. All the pressure was on Kai Volin. Hasn't lost a game in the group stage. One of only 2 players. Rafael Rioba, the one that hadn't either. Confirmation of his win has gone through. He's the only other unbeaten player in the quarterfinals. But right now, Kai Volin staring down the barrel of defeat at the quarterfinal stage after finishing 3rd last year. Many people's favourites here. Good job I didn't book me mortgage on it. Vivero leading by a goal to 0. 2 minutes remaining.
There's not a lot between them, Paul, to be honest, are there? And he just can't quite get the ball into that wide area, Kai. And he's going to have to defend here, and he does well.
Still got the ball. Lots of pressure. Vivero, every time he gets the ball right now, seems to be under pressure. Immediately from Volin. Now coming forward. Di Maria's found some space here. Ronaldo waits in the post. A goal from Torres. Brilliant from Volin. He's pulled it back right on the stroke of full time. We're at 1-1.
Well, he's been patient. He knew he had to get the pass in. Absolutely spot on. And he gets a beautiful ball down. Di Maria with a dink in. Ronaldo! 1-1, right on 90 minutes, and Vivero will not believe he's played ever so well. He's defended well in the second half, and Kai Volin hasn't really had a chance in the second half, but that one brings us level. We might just be going to extra time again. In fact,
we are going to extra time as well.
That was, Paul.
Unbelievable. You saw the stats there, 57% possession for that Real Madrid side for Kai Volin. And what a last gasp equaliser we've had in that game. 1-1. We now go through to extra time between these two. We'll bring you the highlights of the other game after this match finishes, and we'll also get the match interviews with them as well. And there's not a piece of emotion right now on Vivero's face. He is absolutely stone-faced. Kai Volin equally so, because they know that is unbelievable right at the end of the game.
Both making just a couple of substitutions. I think Vivero, his face is just full of concentration. I think Kai, relief. Massive relief that he managed to get himself back in so late on in the game. I think everybody supporting Torres Vivero probably can't believe it. We're going to have a few technical changes as well from Kai Volin. Keeps the 4-2-3-1 formation. You can see on the other side, of course, Torres Vivero has used all his substitutes.
Yeah,
1-1. What a finish to the game.
Well, fantastic finish. We've got a few players who are quite obviously tired from that 90 minutes. I'm tired from watching it. Never mind the virtual players in the game. So changes asunder here. And we will get back underway for extra time in quarterfinal number 3. Kai Vollant versus Torres Vivero. Germany versus Mexico. And just like the German sides right now in the Champions League, they're not going to lay down. Kai Vollant saves himself at the very end of 90 minutes. Here we go then. Extra time for Kai Vollant and Torres Vivero. The substitutes, by the way, Modric went off, Kaka's come on. Higuain on for Benzema. That's a pretty straightforward change usually in extra time. A ball over the top early on here is easily dealt with, actually. Callion has also been replaced by Ozil. It changes all round.
Guys, first half chance here with that ball through the middle, but Torres Vivero does really well with his defenders. I thought he defended really well, and it was only that one little piece of brilliance from Kai Vollant that got himself back in the game so late on the game.
Yep.
So we're still in the competition.
It was that near post header that has proved effective for him time and time again. And the substitutions continue through your screen, by the way. I'm not going to go through them all because there were so many. It was almost like there were 20 subs there.
I think they might have used them all, actually. I think both might have used all the subs.
They have used them all. So 7 minutes gone of extra time. And so far, no clear-cut chances for either player. Might get one here, though. Vivero building nicely from the back. Now decides to take on the attack here with Hulk on the far side.
You know, what we've seen so far, to be honest, without being too unkind to both the players, I think the next goal just might win it. I think that might just be the difference. There hasn't been anything between both of them. They're both fantastic players. And just, I know Kai scored late on in the game, but I think in this half-time, we're almost getting to half-time of the extra time. I think one goal. I think the next goal wins it for me.
Haven't had penalties so far. Will be the first one of the quarterfinals, the only one of the quarterfinals. We know what's happened in the other game. Kai Vollant, though, doesn't want that to happen just yet. Was reasonably happy with the draw yesterday. And has put a really good ball into the box, but that's way too close to Julio Cesar.
And more of a hopeful ball from so deep in the touchline, to be honest, and an easy take for the goalkeeper. Here's maybe a half chance, Paul.
Yeah, chance through now. Oh, wow. Sort of bumbled around the shins of some of the Real Madrid players, and in the end, fell kindly to them. Now they can bring it away on the near touchline. The tired legs of Di Maria here. Done a lot of work on that near touchline, and still doing it as well. Trying to go past Luis, has had to check back here. Checks once more. He's going to get some help. Well, there was reinforcements coming, and he's ended up losing it out and giving a throw to the other way. And we've had full time at the end of the first half.
Yeah, he just lost control a little bit there. That was maybe a half chance. If he'd just have got it beyond the defender, he may have been able to throw it in. Half time, 0-0, and I still say, I think whoever gets this next goal, if they get it, of course, I think it might just be enough.
Yeah, a little wry smile there from Torres Vivero. What does he know that we don't? Kai Vollant then in possession here. Germany surprisingly, and I say surprisingly because they've had some fantastic FIFA players down the years, never having won the FIFA Interactive World Cup. It hangs by a thread right now. Torres Vivero from Mexico. Getting some support from the crowd here as well. At 1-1 in possession. Last 10 minutes of the game. Are we going to see something spectacular here from Ramirez? No, we're not. It's actually going to be snuffed out by Pepe. And, well, going to get another chance here. This is a chance now inside the box. Oscar Ramirez, exchange of pass with De Mayo now. Chance to cross the ball. It's come off his kneecap, of all places, of all times.
Leandro just couldn't quite control it. Could hit his chest and his knee, and that's a little bit of a let-off for Kai Vollant.
8 minutes left.
I can't really remember the last time the goalkeepers really had to make a save. We haven't had anybody with that little pass in that's going to release one of the strikers to get a shot on target. Everything's been in wide areas, a couple of crosses in, easy goalkeepers take the ball from the crosses.
A chance now for Leandro. He's broken through here. Holt's there as well, but he doesn't need him! Leandro scores with 5 minutes remaining, and Torres Vivero takes the lead over Kai Vollant 2-1.
Exactly what we were talking about. I said that little ball, that little piece of quality to get somebody clear. Eventually Vivero gets Hulk in the clear, half a yard, and a great finish from Hulk.
Ultra attacking mode now enabled from Kai Vollant. He's got to throw everything in the kitchen sink at this one. Little ball inside. Waiting now, Marcello on the edge of the box. He tries to play through to Ronaldo. It's snuffed out though, and now he can rebuild. Can he? No, actually he can't, because pressure is going to come back courtesy of Essien. 2 minutes remaining here. Kai Volin needing a goal for penalties, let alone the win. And possession now is what the name of the game is for Vivero, and he's got hold of the ball here.
He just needs to keep possession. He just needs not to make a mistake, Vivero, and he can take this all the way up the line and kill the clock here.
Yeah, he can. The clock is on 1:20 right now. Neymar for the cherry on top. Oh, not quite. It's going to be broken away. It's going to be a free kick, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is going to be a free kick. Look at this. Really good chance here for goal number 3 from Vivero. This really would put the icing on the cake. We've had full time, just injury time if there is anything left, and I can't remember any time left. Hulk with the last kick of the game is over the bar, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be it. It's game over for Kai Volin at the quarter-final stage, beaten by Andre Torres Vivero from Mexico.
Well, I can't believe it because he got himself back in the game so late in the first 90 minutes, didn't he? But I did say I thought the one might just be enough, and he managed Vivero to get Hulk in the right place, and a beautiful little pass into him. And that was the difference. You can see both guys absolutely shattered. The only thing is Vivero got to do it all over again. He's in the semi-final.
Yep, he is. He's our third semi-final of the 4 that we were looking for. We'll bring you highlights of the other game very shortly. We'll have a replay from that game. We'll show you the winning goal if you weren't with us to see it. But another fantastically tight game.
Brilliant, absolutely fantastic. Both the players again. We say that, we reiterate ourselves. We'll say it many times over. They both are fantastic players. Kai will be so disappointed because when he gets it at 1-1 after the, right on 90 minutes, you think, I've got him here. I've got the momentum. Wasn't to be, and well done. Congratulations to Andre Torres Vivero.
Yep, let's have a look at that winning moment once more from Torres Vivero. Sitting at 1-1 right now with 6 minutes on the clock. I just felt they were starting to settle for penalties, but he had none of it, did he?
Well, listen, we're talking about possession, we're talking about really quality passing and getting into that final third. And when he plays a little ball in, it's the first real time that Kai hadn't defended properly.
Yeah.
One of the players went forward, little ball in, and then once he gets it to the edge of the box, you know that Hulk's going to get the ball. It's probably the result as well. So fantastic game.
Tired legs even in the virtual
world.
Well,
yeah, exactly. I think that was part of it. They made 3 changes each, didn't they? It just wasn't to be for Kai. And all of a sudden, Torres Vivero 2-1 in extra time. He will be absolutely beside himself.
It's time to throw it over to Kay, and let's find out from Vivero, the main man who's made it through to the semi-final.
We certainly will, and congratulations as well to Rafa Riobo. We'll be hearing from him in just a little while, but I am joined by Andre Torres Vivero. You managed to knock out Kai Volin. He's been one of the favourites for the tournament. You must be delighted to be through to the semis.
Yeah, well, it was a very hard game. I played much better than I can, so this is the prize for it.
Why do you like to play with Brazil?
Well, first round I played with Barcelona, 3 defenders, and I think that in last round I need to attack, and this round I need to play more defensive.
Has that given you the confidence now for the semis? Are you feeling good ahead of them?
Yeah, I feel so good.
Okay, Andre, great performance from you. Well done, and we'll see you in the semis.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. A great performance from Andre there at the moment. And we've seen some great performances as well from the guys. There was another quarter-final played. We also know who our other semi-finalist is. It's Rafa Riobo. And we can send it now to our matchcasters who can take us through the highlights of the other quarter game.
Yes, thank you very much, Kay. Let's check out the highlights from that other game in the quarter-final. Unfortunately, we weren't able to bring that to you live at the same time. Otherwise, Alan and I would have to replicate ourselves, and trust me, that's not good for anyone.
No, exactly.
So let's drop you into the game. This is 3-1 already, late on in the game. And a 4th goal here about to come from Bayern Munich's foot. Not only have you picked this chap out as your favourite, but he plays for your old club, Alan. There must be a coincidence.
No coincidence. I think I think the stats for Bayern, we've already seen how good they are in the real world this year. They've got themselves in the Champions League final. They've won the league. And Shaqiri, who they bought, of course, from Switzerland last year, has managed to do the bit. I mean, we saw Botero get back in the game. Rafael Riobo raced to a 3-0 lead, and Botero gets himself back in the game. But that little goal, that 4th one, just gave Rafael that little. You've got to say, defensively from Botero wasn't very good because Shaqiri's gone right through the middle. Goalkeeper can't stop it. I think he did get one back, Botero, but it wasn't to be. And yeah, my pick, he's in the semis.
Yeah, he is. We do have one more replay for you. This is actually a little bit of a comeback. 10 minutes remaining, and a bit of scrappy defending there from Bayern Munich. It's unlike them, isn't it? And from the resulting corner, Real Madrid's Botero puts the ball away with a near post header. So
what a
4-2 at that particular point, and you know, maybe there's a chance to come back into it, but not. I mean,
well, you can see the goal. The goal's on 81 minutes. You've got 8 minutes, and you've got 3 goals to get. You know, Rafael's played the game long enough to know that I can kill the game. You know, and I would imagine that Botero had to go formation. He had to go pretty, you know, pretty top heavy to try and make sure he got back in the game. But yeah, fantastic, great. You know, 6 goals, quarter-final. We'll take that in the semis.
Yeah, he will. Rafael Riobo is with Kay right now, so let's catch up with his thoughts on his game.
Yeah, it was quite the game, and I am delighted to be joined by Rafa, who's made it through to the semi-finals. Before we ask you some questions about the game, tell us how you're feeling after it.
Obviously, I'm feeling very happy. I won 4-2 with my preferred team in the game. It's Bayern Munich, so I'm very happy to be in the semi-finals.
We were asking you, so many people play with Real Madrid. You're a Spaniard, and you choose to play with Bayern Munich.
Yeah, I was playing with Real Madrid during all the year. And I changed it a few weeks ago because for me, Bayern, it's a more complete team and a better team for me, with Robben Ribéry, for example, and Madrid is only Cristiano Ronaldo, in my opinion.
Botero managed to put out one of your compatriots, Alfonso Ramos, yesterday. Was there a little bit of revenge in this game?
No, I am very sorry for Alfonso, but it's not a revenge, no.
We're in Spain. You're the only Spaniard left in the tournament, Rafa. Can you go on and win it?
I hope so. I hope so, and I want to thank you all the people that it's supporting me.
Yeah, well, everybody's supporting you. I know Alan McInally's got a little soft spot for you as well, but maybe that's because you play with Bayern too. A little bit biased there from Alan. Okay, this year the FIWC caught up with the boys from FC Showdown, who demonstrated to us just how good they are at goal celebrations. The FIWC was on search for the best goal celebration, and here is what you voted as the top 3, but do stick around because we have a little surprise for you after this clip. Okay, so it was up to you, the community, to choose your favourite goal. You've managed to do so, and I'm delighted to tell you that the winner is here with us now, the winner of this competition, the man that you voted for this one, and he's now going to join me on the stage. It's Michael Lebel. He'll be coming up to the stage to join me. Okay, congratulations, Michael.
Thank you so much.
Very creative goal celebration from you there. How did you come up with the idea?
Well, when I saw FIWC made the announcement about the goal celebration deal, I actually presented them with like a slideshow, and I guess that's what they gravitated towards, and we had a bunch of different ideas we got together and made a bunch of them.
It must be something of a whirlwind now. You're here in Madrid, but once this is over, you're going straight off to Vancouver.
Yeah, it's amazing with all the years that I've played FIFA. I've actually been to 3 FIWCs prior to this as a player, and I've never got the opportunity to go to Vancouver, so this is outstanding. I'm pumped.
Yeah, and looking forward to going to capture this goal for real again.
Absolutely. I mean, I think everyone that plays FIFA wishes they could incorporate their celebration into the next FIFA or have any kind of influence over what's brought out to the next people in the audience and everything.
Well done for taking part and well done for winning it as well. Yours was the favourite among the community.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for joining us. Okay, so that's the winner of the best goal celebration, and it is Michael Lebel at the moment. We're now going to welcome up, though, the first of our semi-finalists this evening. There are now just 4 players left in the tournament, so without further ado, we'll be having to move on to our semi-final stage. Bruce Granek and also Al Sherry here with me for the first semi-final. Both players obviously managed to win their first games in the quarter. Bruce, very quick from you. Confident?
Yes, I am, but I know him. It's very, very good players.
And Dan, you're up against Bruce. It's a difficult opponent. How are you feeling about this one?
Actually, Bruce is one of the best players, so it's first an honor for me to play him. And if I beat him, I think I will go straight away to the cup.
Okay, well, the semis are starting. The tension is on, and the 2 guys will be taking their seats to take part in the first semi-final. But I'll send it back now to our matchcasters, Alan and Paul. They'll be taking us through this game in what's the first semi-final of the FIWC. This game to just get to the final for these 2 players, and they must be extremely excited about it. So, Alan and Paul, I'll send it to you.
Thanks very much, Kay. Time for semi-finals. The hype is just about to be ramped up even higher, as if we just got through some tense quarterfinals. It's now time for the semi-finals. Just 4 players left in this competition now from the 2.5 million that started off back in October 2012. That's how long it's taken to get through. Alan, were you one of those players early on?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't embarrass myself. Listen, this is the business end of stuff now. I mean,
it is.
The quarterfinals were pretty good. I think we've already seen that Rafael, with scoring 4 goals, is in pretty good form. Granek's managed to get to semis. Got to say, Al Shariga must have a wonderful chance, because it was a tough game he had originally against Oscar Martin. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. But this is the business end of the competition.
Indeed. It is going to be France versus Saudi Arabia. Bruce, of course, has been here before. In 2009, actually won the FIFA Interactive World Cup, and in 2012 was a runner-up as well. So France are no strangers to victory in the FIFA Interactive World Cup. Saudi Arabia, on the other hand, no victories so far of overall champions. Last season, Abdulaziz was in the quarterfinals, so he has a little bit of form as well. I think they're both going to be settled now too.
Yeah, I think so. I think, you know, when the build-up's been going all day, and you know you've got a chance to get to the semi-final, there's only one opportunity, Paul. You know, it's just one game you're going to have, and I think the fact that both of them have won their game just 1-0, it was a tight affair, but it gives you the opportunity then just to get into the game. You can relax a little bit, but then again, of course, you know that you can't make any mistakes at this level, and certainly not against each other. You can see both of them just going through the formations and picking who they want at the moment, colours, etc., which we'll probably find out. I think you've got.
Yes, indeed. Both going to go for Real Madrid once more, and Al Sherry will be in white, and we'll have to see whether it would be black or blue for the away kit, but it's usually one of the 2. That'll be Granek from France. So these 2 almost ready to go in our first semi-final. And
Granek favourite?
I was going to ask you that.
Is that unfair?
No, I don't think it's unfair. I think that he probably is the slight favourite of the 2. Al Shari, strange really. First day he was absolutely on fire. Won his opening 3 games, and I thought, wow, he's just going to breeze through this group. Then he came unstuck at the end of the day to Oscar Martin, lost the last game of his group. Then, on the second day, wasn't quite so good, and he just scraped through. If you remember yesterday, George Sarita, if he'd won his final game, would have knocked Abdulaziz out of the competition. So he's only here just by a hair's breadth, but now he's got through the quarterfinals. Anything can happen.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was very, very close yesterday, and obviously there was no one more delighted that Sarita never won his game, and Al Shari ended up in the quarterfinals. And now, of course, maybe that little bit of luck, he's still carrying it as he's in the semi-final and has a wonderful opportunity to beat Granek. This will be a good one. These are 2 of our, certainly 2 of the foreign players, I think it must be fair to say.
Just as these 2 finalise their settings, gives me an opportunity to ask you, actually, what it's like when you play a game one day and then a few days later you play another match. It's sometimes you're not quite feeling it. Do you know what I mean? How do you cope with that?
Yeah, it's all right. That's normal in real life. You know, you get down with it. You know, the good thing is you don't need to train too much, because you know there's a next game coming up. And the guys haven't had too long, of course, to think about it. They knew they were in the semis, and you know the games come thick and fast, and we're going to see them just about right now. I don't think either of them look too nervous. I think, as we've already said, you know, they've gone through the stage. You can see there, Granek was a 1-0 winner, and so was Al Shari. So all to play for.
Albeit Granek needing extra time to get through his particular game, and who will be starting fairly shortly. Bruce Granick came through, of course, with 2 defeats on the opening day. Showed a lot of character to come back, Alan, on the second day. But a 5-0 win on the opening game, and then went on a tear to win the next 2 to qualify.
He was like...
Massive pressure, though.
He was like me, having to get up really early in the morning. He was not happy after his first day play. He was really unhappy with himself. But you can see, I think he is the away team, so he's ready. We're just waiting for Abdulaziz to make a few changes. Tactics, pressure, plenty of pressure, 60%, 62% pressure. So amazing how much information they put into the situation so they can play with the game. I think we're just about ready to rock.
Okay, so let's
Both
just take
are
you
happy.
through the quarterfinals. This is the corrected version. So Al Shari, as you can see at the top of your screen, went through 1-0, as did the Frenchman Granick. At the bottom half of the group, Kai Vonin going out in extra time to Vivero from Mexico, and Riobo from Spain also making it through. And that will be our second semi-final. Saudi Arabia, France, Mexico and Spain are the last 4 alive in the FIFA Interactive World Cup.
Brilliant, isn't it? Every corner of the globe covered just about there. Good.
Yep.
Incidentally, were you in the 2.5 million?
I was.
Right.
Yeah.
When
But
did you go after the first
enough.
half?
Yeah, I don't play nearly enough these
No,
days.
exactly.
And yeah, there was no way.
I don't think you and I will be at the level of these boys, I don't think.
No, and you play these guys and you think, actually, I'm not bad at FIFA. And you play them, and they toy with you, Alan.
Yeah, exactly.
They toy with you.
Well, they have done. We've had a couple of, you know, I think when we were in Germany, I think Mats Hummels was one of our VIP guests, and he was brilliant, Mats Hummels. He really was. And
he was fantastic.
And I think he actually played, as I'm saying, I think he scored.
Well, he got a penalty, and he changed the penalty taker to himself.
I think it was against Kai, actually.
It was against Kai.
It was brilliant. So it was really good. So, and it just, and even Kai, I think, was pretty kind to him then. Although, of course, Kai, unfortunately, has just been put out of the competition.
He has, and won't be getting his hands on that, the trophy. The FIFA Interactive World Cup, the champion, is going to be crowned in the next 3 games. Our first semi-final then is Abdulaziz Al Shari from Saudi Arabia against Bruce Granick from France, a former winner, 2009 champion and runner-up last year, attempting to go for a record 3rd final. And we are underway. Al Shari playing as the home team of Real Madrid in the all-white strip, and in the all-bluey, purpley, blacky, purpley colour. I mean, I'm still unsure. I think it's purple.
Purple, yeah.
Yeah, purple-sided strip from Real Madrid is being controlled by the Frenchman, Bruce Granick. They are underway. It's Granick with an early bit of pressure here, and early ball in is dealt with by Casillas.
Well, he's good with Di Maria down that right-hand side. Granick, there's a couple of times he's managed to get him into a position where he's been able to get the cross into the box, but this time Casillas for Al Shari makes a really good save.
Yep, chance for Al Shari to build from the back here. Modric, Khedira, all the way out to Marcello on the far side. And, just holding ball up so far. He's lost out here to Di Maria on the purple-sided Real Madrid, and Ronaldo can set him free along the far touchline now. Oh, Granick, I thought he was going to be away and free then.
It's great defending, wasn't it, from Al Shari, because he looks as though Di Maria had just about done and dusted and gone down that right-hand side, and it was wonderful defending. Maybe a half chance here from Granick that didn't quite materialise.
Up to the 10-minute mark, no goals. Granick now with a chance for Benzema. It's
brilliant.
an easy goal, and Ronaldo strikes home after 11 minutes, and Bruce Granick takes the lead.
Oh, Granick, brilliant play, absolutely sensational stuff. One-touch football, one little give, takes it with his left foot, little ball in, and an easy finish for Ronaldo after 11 minutes. The best start for Granick that he could have hoped.
I had a chat with some of the players yesterday. None of them wanted to play Al Shari at any point in the quarterfinals or the semi-finals. None of them wanted to play him. All of them admit he's such a dangerous player to play, and Granick will not be resting on his laurels, that's for sure. Little give and go there from Ronaldo. He's got it back here and he's free. This is a chance for 2-0 early on for Granick. Ronaldo clips it across to Benzema and puts it in the back of the net. 15 minutes played and the Frenchman leads 2-0.
Well, what you're seeing is quality from Granick, and what you're also seeing is real composure. He could easily have had Ronaldo driving away for the shot on target. Decided he knew he would have support from Benzema, took it to the right-hand side, clipped to the back post, and Benzema had just an easy finish as Ronaldo had 4 minutes prior to that.
Well, we already know that Granick is dangerous when he's put in a corner of not making it through the groups yesterday, and he thrashed Vivero 5-0. We've just seen Vivero reach the semi-finals, no less. So that's how big a win that was yesterday. And he started off like a train here. 2 goals in 15 minutes.
Yeah, Al-Shirawi just has to calm down a little bit. Not a problem. You know, there's a long way to go. It's just a great start from Bruce. But I'm sure he'll try and get himself back into the game. And maybe there's a half chance in Granek defensively. My word, 20 minutes played, Granek couldn't have wished for a better start. 2-0.
No, he's only conceded 3 goals in the entire competition before the playoff stages, before the quarterfinals, has Bruce Granek. Has a very, very tight defence. Has 3 clean sheets from the group stages. Of course, narrowly came through in the quarterfinal. Al-Shirawi, on the other hand, has never scored more than 2 in the group stage. So he has a tall order right now. And must get 3 to go through. It's a good start. That's a fantastic strike from Benzema. And Al-Shirawi pulls one back. Game on.
Well, I just said there's no need for him to panic yet. There's a long way to go, and he got the ball into the middle. It didn't seem at one point here, just right there. Is there a lot of problem? Not. Little drag back to the right foot, and a wonderful finish. Brilliant stuff from Abdulaziz Al-Shirawi.
2-1. Granek leads. And with 3 goals in 24 minutes, I have a feeling we aren't finished yet with the goals.
Well, I think we did say, I think they looked a little bit more settled. The first game was obviously a pretty tense affair and maybe not taking too many chances. Now they're into the game. They can sense, you know, their fingers are working in the right direction. They've got the passing going as well. And you know, after nearly half an hour, we've seen 3 goals and 3 wonderful goals as well.
It's been fantastic. See so many goals. We had the tense quarterfinals out of the way, and now the tension's been released. The goals are flooding in.
Well, when you think when Bruce goes 2-0 up, Paul, to be honest, a lot of people maybe nodding thinking, yeah, I know how this is going.
Yeah.
I don't think you can call it. Genuinely, I don't. And certainly with the goal back from Al-Shirawi.
No, you're right. I think the writing's on the wall early on when those 2 goals went in, though. We were thinking, well, the 5-0 was a big score yesterday. Are we going to get another one? But the quality of Al-Shirawi has pegged him back to 2-1. And, oh, was that a foul? It was. And he's going to get a free kick deep inside Granek's half here.
Big chance. Big chance.
Got to have this one delivered nicely. 2 men waiting on the edge of the box. 3 filling it as well. It's a deep one, but too close to Casillas. And the score remains 2-1. Granek leading.
It just shows you this, you know, that when we get to this kind of level at this competition, you can't take things for granted. Even a slight lead, you simply can't take things for granted.
Yeah, long ball over the top here for some space on that far side. Di Maria's going to collect it as well. Ronaldo's the only one in the box right now, but he's only a 1 versus 1 marked up here. Oh, Ronaldo did get to it first. Amazingly, ahead of the defender and Casillas that came. Modric now with the Alfonso outswinger. Delivered in, and well, header is down, but not very accurate, not very powerful. Risky little bit of play at the back there, but Al-Shirawi sorting it out nicely.
I'll go cool. Good, cool play. Keeps possession, doesn't give it away. Takes a little bit of a chance, but the skill made sure he kept it.
Gave it away now, and then Modric gives it away for the purple-sided Real Madrid as well. So, a couple of mistakes from both players.
He settled himself quite well after that 2-0 start for Bruce. Certainly Al-Shirawi will be happy with the way the last 10 or 15 minutes has gone. Got the goal back. His possession's been good, and he's working it into a position where he can hopefully maybe just squeak an equaliser just before we get to half-time.
2-1. 4 minutes remaining. Granek trying to open things out from his up from his own side this time. Ronaldo and Benzema combining nicely. Now with Di Maria, Essien, Contral. Good ball forward, but Modric is not going to get there first. And that's another attack that breaks down. There's been quite a few of those in the late part of this first half. We're heading towards half-time any moment now. Bruce Granek with a 2-1 lead, I think, will be OK with that.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. He'll be delighted because he couldn't have dreamed of a better start. And
might get another one here as well. There's a chance here to put this ball into the box. There's 2 men waiting. Ronaldo's at the back post. That one's taken off his head, though. And there's no injury time, so referee will blow this one very quickly. It's 2-1 at half-time to Granek.
Still pretty evenly poised, isn't it? I mean, it was a great start from Bruce. Got to say that he did really well getting himself back into the game, Al-Shirawi, and then it was that free kick where I thought they just might equalise before half-time. Nothing between them. I think there's been a couple of maybe changes in pressing the ball. There's certainly no changes in formation. 4-2-3-1, they keep that. And obviously Bruce just with his nose in front at the moment.
Yeah. McInally now on the near touchline. He's going to win the throw. Actually now attacking from right to left on your screen, Bruce Granek, with the purple-sided Real Madrid. Going from left to right. Pepe now. Marcello on the far side. Some space in the midfield here for Contral.
This is where a good point. The possession's very good. He's keeping control of the game. Remember, you control the ball, you control the game. And that's exactly what Bruce did there. Yeah. Patient play. It gives him an opportunity to get to the ball, to the likes of Benzema. Just to say that, the curse of the commentator, as he gives the ball away after some wonderful close control.
We ought to be quiet, because there's been a few of those, isn't there, in the last few days? Both of us have...
Because they're over there listening to what we are saying.
Yeah, both of us seems to have cursed a number of players, unfortunately. That one's going to fall out of play from Benzema for Al-Shehri, and Granek now, well, I was going to say can counter, but he can't. It's been picked back up. Far side now with Ozil. Chance to put the ball in. Ronaldo now, it's going to fall to him, and it's an equaliser. Al-Shehri on the half volley from Cristiano Ronaldo. And Al-Shehri is back in the game at 2-2.
Well, just when you think that there wasn't an awful lot happening out on that wing, there was. He gets the ball into the middle, and it falls perfectly to Ronaldo, but his control maybe just lets it get away from him. But he throws his leg round it. No chance for Casillas. Brilliant play from Al-Shehri. 2-2.
We heard an interview earlier on with Rafael Riobos, who said, Real Madrid, it's all about Ronaldo. He's not wrong. In that instance, no one else probably would have scored that type of goal.
You've got to say, 2-0 down so early on in the game, Bruce would have been feeling pretty good with himself, but it's been a wonderful response from Al-Shehri. Wonderful indeed to get back to 2-2. Yeah, absolutely.
Momentum now from that 2-0 down. Suddenly he now has the advantage.
Well, we did say when you lose a goal like that so early on in the game, there's so much time still in the game to play. You don't need to panic. It doesn't take a long time. Oh, a little back heel, unlucky there by Bruce. It doesn't take a long time to score a goal.
So we've played 63 minutes. We're going to get some substitutions, I would imagine, or at least some tactical changes. Yeah, we are going to get some substitutes right now. I think probably Di Maria's struggling a little bit for fitness there and probably will get replaced. Kaká is actually going to see some action here in this second half. And Ronaldo moved around a little bit. He's going to make Higuain the main target man here as well.
That's all right. He's nothing. The real thing is pretty good, to be honest, as well. I think that's a good move by Al-Shehri. He's got himself back in the game. He doesn't want to lose one just because your players are a little fatigued and they're not doing what they should do.
Ronaldo, though, from deep, trying to dance his way into the penalty box. Got himself round one, but not the second. The score stays level at 2-2. Al-Shehri now with a real wind in his sails here.
He does well. He can't take a chance there. That was almost Ronaldo in the clear there had he dispossessed the defender. Al-Shehri not taking any chances and launching it clear, giving Bruce the ball back. Oh, referee, no, lets it go on. A goal's gone out for a throw-in, I think.
Here come the changes. Modric's just waiting. Granek's going to take all the time he needs here. Good, cool, calm play.
So this is what we were talking about earlier on. I think it was yesterday. When you make the changes, they don't actually happen immediately, Paul.
No, just like
only happen when the ball goes out of play. Then the changes take place, don't they?
Absolutely right. Just exactly the same as the real world. No different whatsoever. And a little stagnant on this near side. We're down to 20 minutes remaining. 4 goals so far. Ronaldo here trying to get a little give and go and a 1-2 with him on the inside with Ozil there, but that one didn't pay off. And now Granek can bring the ball away. Benzema very deep here in his own half, playing the ball forward. Marcello's very strong there, and Essien's going to bring the ball away. Ronaldo's dropped to the floor there.
It's been a bit scrappy the last 5 minutes, hasn't it? There's been some good challenges by defenders, there's been some poor passing by the players, though, just not quite getting it together, getting towards the last 15 minutes.
Scrappy definitely sums it up, that's for sure.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
Pepe very, very close there to losing the ball to Ronaldo in a very dangerous position. And Benzema again comes very deep to collect the ball. Nice little 1-2 though. Good exchange here. Di Maria's now through on the near touchline. Chance for Granek to try and pull this lead back. Good ball into the box. It's taken off the top of his head though. Oh, chance comes back. It's just wide from Benzema.
What a chance that was. When it pops to Benzema right through the far side, you think left-footed volley, it's definitely going to end up in the back of the net. Just the wrong side. What an opportunity for Bruce.
Might get another one now on the far side. Will be playing inside once more. Ronaldo giving that one away though. Benzema can chase, but he's not going to make any difference down there. The other Ronaldo on the white side of Al Shari's side now, playing a lot deeper, of course, on that left side. Oof. Another ball goes begging.
Hard to call. This is a big 10 minutes, massive 10 minutes for the players. You've got to think that if you can sneak a goal now, you might just find yourself in the final of the FIFA Interactive World Cup 2013. What an accolade that would be. You've got 8 minutes just to get one. Maybe a bit more, of course, it goes to extra time, but I think the next goal just might manage to put someone in the final, Paul.
I couldn't disagree with you more. Even whether we get it in normal time or extra time, a goal now should be a winning goal. Granac's been here before. He knows all about this pressure. Tempting to go for his third final of the FIFA Interactive World Cup. The 2009 World Champion, 2012 runner-up, Al Shari last year in the quarterfinals, has already gone one better and knows he's just one match away from playing in the final. Saudi Arabia's first ever. Marcello now, Di Maria. A little bit of play and possession from Al Shari here, just winding down a little more of the clock. Ronaldo's not going to get that one.
He just did too much then. I was going to say it was good possession and patient possession, but when you're trying to move it into that final third, it's got to be better than that.
Changes galore going on throughout the game here. We're almost at time up now. Last few seconds of normal time. Bruce Granac now with the ball near side. That's going to be a foul. And we do have all 90 minutes have taken up, but he has got a free kick here. It's laid off quickly. They've played the short one rather than lashing it into the box. And now Ronaldo shrugs off the challenge. Goes round one. Can he get round the second one here as well? Yes, he can. Clips the ball in. Benzema with a chance. Well, it was straight down and into the ground. I think Benzema is actually down injured there. And he might have to make a sub right at the end of the game. And indeed, he is going to have to make a substitute. We haven't seen too many injuries
good news is
during the game.
Yeah, absolutely. The good news is, of course, that he hasn't actually... Benzema has sprained his knee, so I'm just trying... He did get the head on it from the Ronaldo cross, didn't he? But he's been injured, and it's forced Bruce to make a substitution. He hasn't made any yet, so he is bringing fresh legs on, which I would imagine now we will be going to extra time.
Yeah, it also means he's going to have to make a bit of a change of formation, I would guess, or is he just going to make a straight swap? Yeah, no, he's actually going to make a straight swap. So Higuain on, Benzema off, injured. And the only other time we've seen that so far, and good sporting there, ball just played out. And the only other time we've seen an injury was actually Alfonso Ramos in his match against the Italian in the group stage, actually lost Ronaldo during the game. So end of the match, 2-2, and I've got to ask you, where you think this one's going? Do we still think Granac's the slight favourite?
I think he probably, even though he conceded the 2 goals and brilliant for Al Shari to get back in the game, I just think over the last 10 minutes of normal time, I think Bruce has maybe looked a little bit more composed in this sort of level. And the early changes, hang on a minute, this is a
chance
really
for
good
Granac
chance.
now. Ronaldo's underneath this one.
Too much.
So is Casillas though, and it will force a corner kick. Corner coming in, it's a short one. Di Maria now is going to deliver this one to the far post. It's come all the way out to Modric. Another chance here for Contral. Oh, it's played off the defender, and that'll be another corner kick. Pressure applied brilliantly here by the Frenchman. Granac's going to try a little bit differently this time. Modric, actually, it's going to be another one. Another short one. Delivered in to the back post this time. It's a weak header. Dealt with easily by Casillas. And a long throw out can give him a really quick counter-attack here.
He nearly did as well. That was good thinking by Al Shari. That long, quick throw out almost caught Bruce. But good defending. And again, it's so tight, hard to call.
7 minutes playing of extra time. It's still 2-2. Anyone's game in the semi-final of the FIFA Interactive World Cup 2013. A little bit of dancing here, old style from Kaka. And has forced another corner, this time for Al Shari. So plenty of pressure from both players in this first half of extra time.
Changes the kicker to Ozil, does he, to swing this in?
Yeah, he's going to swing this one in, and it's going to be headed away. The first opportunity, had a chance to shoot, didn't take it. And he might regret that one. Ronaldo trying to dance his way around 4 purple shirts. is not going to get anywhere inside that penalty box.
Why did he not shoot? That looked as if it had fallen perfectly for him, and now he's got a bit of defending to do here.
Yeah, Ronaldo's on the counter-attack right now for Bruce Granac. He's been shoved off the ball, and I think slightly unfairly, and does get the free kick here. Dangerous here. It's almost like a corner kick, I guess, from Modric, but he can't ping this one in. Men waiting. He's played it to the centre spot. It's headed down and then blasted away by the red boot of Pepe.
Yeah, well done. That was had to defend that. Bruce is a little frustrated there. He knows that was a big chance.
Another chance goes begging, and chances are, well, they're golden at this time of the game. In more ways than one. El Shaarawy now going to break through here. Kaka on his own. He's got to dance his way through. Does. Oh, it was brilliant until the shot, and it just clipped the boot of the defender on the way through.
Yeah, I think
as he pulled the trigger.
Yeah, spot on, Paul. I thought he was going to bust the net with that Kaka, and I think Bruce has done just enough with a big toe possibly just to stop him getting a strike on target there.
Yeah, fantastic little bit of skill from El Shaarawy in that midfield area. He's managed to get Kaka through here, and another player inside the box was waiting to collect on the stroke of half-time, but it stays 2-2. And this one's going to the wire.
Nervous finish to the end for Bruce. It was desperate defending, to be fair, for both of them at one point. We have 15 extra.
Which way is it going? France or Saudi Arabia? Remember, France have already won the FIFA Interactive World Cup in 2009 with this man, Bruce Granac. Saudi Arabia don't have their name on the trophy just yet. El Shaarawy on the attack now. Again, just to orientate you, playing as Real Madrid in the all-white strip. Bruce Granac playing in the all-purple Real Madrid strip. Ronaldo with the throw near touchline. He's going to get that one back as well. And a chance to ping it into the box here. Essien's at the back post. He's floored, but fairly.
Good news for El Shaarawy. Sorry, Paul. He's picked the ball up and he's keeping the pressure on. That's what he got to do.
Definitely keeping the pressure on Ronaldo. Just dancing his way around. Can't find a way through, but somehow his tenacity wins the ball back once more. Ball playing forward to Ozil. Higuain now. Chance here. Oh, that was going to come off one of the defender's legs and force another corner kick, this time to El Shaarawy, who's going to change it around again, and it's going to be Ozil.
Yeah, he likes this in-swinger, doesn't he?
He does, and is there a chance here? Oh, Higuain's gone down in the box. No penalty. Play on, says the referee. And Granac now can counter-attack, can he? No, Ronaldo, well, that's a lot of tenacity from Ronaldo that time around. A little bit too much, perhaps.
Referees let it play on. He probably would have called him back had he
probably would.
Dragged him to the ground. But good play by El Shaarawy, keeping the pressure on Bruce. I think Bruce probably delighted at times with his defenders have just cleared the ball long and maybe try and hit him on the counter-attack. Not long to go, pal.
No, last couple of chances now. Ozil trying to get through the penalty box. Too many purple shirts in the way, though. 2 minutes now remaining of extra time of the semi-final. El Shaarawy 2, Granac 2. Is it going to penalties, or can someone find a winner here? Deep inside his own half, the Frenchman just wants to keep control of it. I think he wants to wait and see now. 2 minutes of injury time, though, and there is an opportunity here for one of these two players to go through to the grand final. Remember, $20,000 on the line and a trip for two to the Ballon d'Or. Await the winner, the champion. Is it coming now? Oh, it's Bruce Granac with the last kick of the game, surely. Yes, it is. And we go to penalties. Alan, I don't know if we could have found a better way of deciding who's going through to the final between these two.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I look at one point, 2-0 Granac's up after, what was he, 15 minutes? It looked, you think, yeah, it looks as though he's going to be the favourite. Got to say, he didn't panic. El Shaarawy kept in the game, got one back, and then equalised in the second half. There's nothing between them, genuinely nothing between them.
There we go then.
Casillas must be a hero for one of them.
5 penalties to go. El Shaarawy kicks things off with Ronaldo, and it's 1-0. Straightforward. And the other Ronaldo now in purple for Bruce Granac. Is this 1-1? It is 1-1. So the star superstar striker makes it 1-1. El Shaarawy now has got Kaka in the lottery of penalties in the semi-final of the FIFA Interactive World Cup. Big penalty for Kaka, and saved by Casillas.
Brilliant. What a save from Casillas. Granac picks the right corner.
Now Modric, can he give them the lead?
Oh,
no, he can with a cheeky little penalty down the middle. Granik now leads 2-1 after 2 penalties.
My goodness, that was tight.
Now, Odzil just goes for power. 2-2. Granik now, can he maintain his lead through Higuain? Goalkeeper dancing around a little bit on the line. Higuain, yes, 3-2.
And of course, he knows he just has to keep hitting the back of the net here, Granik, and he's in the final.
Higuain now for Al-Shehri. Can he make this 3-3?
Oh,
no, he
what a
can't!
save!
And Granik now has the opportunity of reaching his 3rd FIFA Interactive World Cup final. Di Maria to win the game. Di Maria, yes! Granik goes through. 4-2 on penalties. And France have their 3rd FIFA Interactive World Cup finalists in 5 years.
Brilliant excitement, absolutely fantastic. Got to say, he did nothing wrong in defeat Al-Shehri. He got himself back in the game. We know how much of a lottery it is sometimes when it goes to penalties. But Granik's goalkeeper Casillas, 2 brilliant saves, one to the right, one to the left, and he knows if he just kept hitting the back of the net, he was in the final. We did say he was in brilliant form yesterday. He hasn't let us down today. France are in the final.
Yeah, got to give it to Al-Shehri as well. After going 2 down after 15 minutes, to come back with that kind of attitude and mental capacity to get back into the game at 2-2. Never lost doubt, never lost belief that he could win the game, but unfortunately just came up short on penalties. Not a nice way to go out at any time. And, well, I think we've got the replay right now. You can see this is the moment of the save. Higuain just, you know, reached out with those long arms from Casillas to deny Higuain. And Granik goes through to another grand final. He was here last year, he was here in 2009, and right now he's here on the stage with Kay. Or not, as the case may be.
We need a microphone?
No, I think we're still on, unfortunately. So, yeah, so that was another replay just of the last penalty.
And even one of the penalties, when he, I think it was Modric took the penalty, he just tries that little dink down the middle. It's a dangerous thing to do, but it worked for Granik, and he was pretty good. So wonderful semi-final, absolutely fantastic. Both of them did really well.
Yep, okay, we are now ready for Kay, who is with the winner of that semi-final.
Thank you, guys. I am with the winner, Bruce Granik, and his manager, Sasha, who was a little late to the party. Tell us why you were a little late, Sasha.
Yeah, because I'm not watching his game when he plays.
Okay, you can't do it, the pressure.
I can, yeah, but I never, too much pressure for me.
Okay, help me out with one question for our finalist. Fantastic for him that he's got through. He played really well, but he's had to work for it. We've seen extra time, we've seen penalties. Is he hoping for an easier final?
On a vu temps additionnel, on a vu des pénalties. C'est là que tu allais la chercher cette finale.
Ouais, bah c'est que des matchs compliqués comme on pouvait s'y attendre. Puis là, bah, contre Al-Shehri, je savais que ça allait être encore très dur parce que c'est vraiment un très gros joueur. J'ai marqué 2 buts très vite. Je sais pas si ça a été à mon avantage et derrière il a su revenir. Et puis bon, bah après derrière, c'est les penalties, c'est un peu de la chance.
Well, he knows that it will have been a very difficult game because Abdulaziz is an incredible player, and when you are in the final round of the FIWC, it's always hard. He scores 2 goals very early, and he said it's not really a good thing to score early because your opponent start to play more offensive, so it's never good, but at the end it's penalty and it's heads or tiles, and this time it's for him, and next time it will be for Abdulaziz.
Okay, you'll have to go and hide ahead of this final.
I will go outside again.
Bruce, well done. The machine, no emotion whatsoever,
That's
and he's
Bruce.
got through here. That's Bruce. Fantastic from Bruce, who's made it through to the final. And thank you for Sasha, his manager, for helping us to translate there. Well, since 2010, the FIWC has made the Guinness Book of Records for being the biggest virtual tournament in the world. That year, a total of 750,000 players took part. Since then, it's steadily grown, and I'm very proud to announce that that figure is a very special one. Just take a look at this next clip.
Hey guys, I'm Mats Hummels and I play for Borussia Dortmund. Congratulations on reaching 2.5 million people on FIFA Interactive World Cup.
Hola, soy Señor Canales. Enhorabuena por alcanzar 2,5 millones de jugadores.
Okay, well, there's another semi-final to go, and just before we do kick it off, we can speak to the two players who'll be battling it out for a spot in the final to face Bruce the Machine Granek, starting with Andres Torres Vivero. How are you feeling ahead of this one?
I'm so excited about it because it's my first FIWC and I'm in semi-finals now.
Rafa, how are you feeling about facing Andre for this spot in the final?
It's very special for me because we are in Spain. It's my second FIWC. In the last FIWC, I lost in groups in Los Angeles. So now I am in semifinals, and I hope to win the tournament.
Well, the best of luck to both of you. I'll now send it back to our match commentators, Alan McInally and Paul Challoner, to take us through this one.
Yes, thank you very much, Kay. And we do have a monster of a semi-final now. It really is a David versus Goliath matchup, this one. We've got Rafael Riobo, who is unbeaten so far in 2013's FIWC finals. As he rightly said, he was back in LA in 2011, didn't make it out of the groups. He goes head-to-head with Torres Vivero, who's been a bit of a, I would say, the surprise package of the tournament so far, wouldn't you?
I agree, totally. I mean, he had a really tough quarter-final against Kai Vollen. I mean, all quarter-finals are going to be tough, but you know, Kai was probably one of the ones that they might think he's probably good enough to go and win it, and he turned him over, albeit in extra time. And Rafael, in his first game, you know, he bags 4 goals. It's yeah, not necessarily just all to play for. I mean, you know, we said this is the business end. You know, if you're going to play well, this is the one to do it. And so far, Vivero has been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, he had mixed fortunes in the groups, it has to be said. He qualified in 3rd place in the end, winning 4 and losing 2. One of which was that 5-0 thumping to Bruce Granek we gave you yesterday. It was the first game of the day yesterday. But on the other hand, he's also won a few games by 3 goals as well. So he seems blow hot and cold.
I think by his own admittance, I think he went as Barcelona, played 3 at the back, and that didn't really work again. So he's changed. He's going to go as Brazil, and I think Rafael, presumably after scoring 4 goals, will probably stay with Bayern Munich, Bayern München rather.
I can confirm that's definitely, that's definitely how it's going to be.
Ribery one side, Robin on the other. So it should be a good, pretty good matchup. Again, not surprisingly, 4-2-3-1 is the favoured formation for both players. We've seen them score a couple of goals, and certainly I think maybe just Rafael, probably just the favourite, only because Vivero not really been at this situation before, but he has certainly already beaten Kai Vollen in the quarterfinal, so not to be dismissed by any manner of means.
No, indeed. Interestingly, both of them actually, their favourite formations that they like playing are 3-5-2, as you heard earlier on from Vivero, but it's not worked out for him when he's used Barcelona, which is why he switched things up. And this Brazilian team that he's using has already taken down Kai Vollen. Can it take one more down? The new favourite of this game, at least, is Rafael Riobo, who is yet to lose a single game on the road to that trophy, the FIWC trophy for 2013. And as you can see on their screen right now, Real Sociedad and Real Madrid are the two favourite teams of these two players. Interesting couple of players. I wonder if he'd picked Sociedad to play.
Yeah, I would doubt it. Carlos Vieira, there's a blast from the past from West Brom and Arsenal, etc.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday, weren't we? So here we go then, underway in the FIFA Interactive World Cup semi-final number 2. It is Rafael Riobo, the 20-year-old Spaniard, going head-to-head with the 23-year-old surprise package Mexican, Andre Torres Vivero. And Vivero playing as Brazil in their home kit of golden tops, blue shorts and white socks. And Rafael Riobo playing as Bayern Munich, the European Champions League finalists, who have a little bit of defending to do early on and can do it just fine.
Yeah, defended really well there because the ball looked as though it might just be sneaking through for one of those Brazilian strikers. And this is Robin, as he does in real life, driving down the line. There's a chance to get it in the box. Can he find it?
Fantastic. He has managed to get that ball into the box and might get a second one here. Schweinsteiger now is going to pull it back. Mandzukic, Schweinsteiger again, pulls the trigger. Oh, the rebound's come back out. And Rafael Riobo takes the lead after 7 minutes.
Well, you can't give this space right there on the edge of the box to Schweinsteiger. Great strike, got to say, it's a brilliant save. And Mandzukic, as he does for Bayern most of the season, is in the right place at the right time. Good start for Riobo.
Yeah, we know he can score goals. He scored an absolute hatful in the group stages, the highest scorer of all, with 13 goals during group stages. Scored 4 in the quarterfinals, making it 17 goals in the entire tournament, so well ahead of anyone else. And he's dangerous in front of goal, no doubt about that.
It's a perfect start, isn't it? Having said that, remember, we don't need to forget Granek, who's already found himself in the final. He was 2-0 up and the game went to penalties, so he's not out of this, Vivero. He doesn't have to think that he's not going to get back into the game. Loads of time. Goal come after 7 minutes. We've only played 12.
Lamb, right back, finds Cruz inside. A couple of men to aim at right now. Robben's found himself in a bit of a midfield area right now. Has found Frank Ribery here. Will drive for the byline, chip that ball in. Another chance here. Will just actually pop over the top of the crossbar from the defender.
Corner though.
And it's Cruz who's going to take this one. Delivered to the near post. And they're still in possession here with Rafael Rioba. Again, another nice delivery. It's Robben who pumps that ball just over the top.
I thought for a minute Mandzukic was going to just swing there, and Rafael, if he could have managed to get any kind of contact on the ball, might have managed to divert the ball towards the target. Torres Vivero delighted he didn't manage quite to do that. Good pressure from Rafael Robobo there over the last 5-6 minutes.
We are, unless Vivero can do anything about this, heading for another Spain versus France final. Exactly the same as last year, albeit with one different player from Spain. But plenty of time here for Vivero.
Well, I think Rafael's possession has been very good. We haven't really seen Vivero keep contact with the ball too much. His passing's been a little bit awry, hasn't managed to just find that little one in the final third. And at the moment in time, certainly momentum definitely with the Bayern Munich team of Rafael Riobo.
Yeah, showing their strength on that far touchline as well, with a mixture of runs from Philippe Lahm and also from Robben as well on that far side. A little bit of defending to do right now. They've managed to thread this one through. It's like a needle thread, that one. And oh, that's handball, isn't it? No, play on. And Vivero can continue to attack. He's again coming under a lot of pressure though at every part of every pass that he makes. And now Rafael Riobo can counter here. Shaqiri, Schweinsteiger. Oh, that was going to be a free kick. Oh, taken quickly though by Vivero. Played through to Lucas now. Pato. Hulk waiting for the ball, but he's going to be waiting a long time for that one to come along.
He's a little unlucky though, to be fair. He just tried to play it really early. I mean, he's kept the pressure on and was in a half chance. And well defended by Torres Vivero. Good play, good control, nice and composed.
It's, reasonably comfortable so far since the goal though for Rafael. He's got some defending to do here and is nicely done and nicely dealt with now. Mandzukic in the midfield area. Plays that ball out wide to Shaqiri now, who's got a chance to ping this one in. There's two men waiting for it as well. It's a very good deep cross, right on top of the crossbar in the end. And that'll be a goal kick.
Well, it's a little unlucky, isn't it? Because if it keeps curling and gets maybe another half yard, you would expect Mandzukic to be able to get his head onto that. A little unlucky there from Rafael.
Back with Vivero. Attacking through the middle this time. Ramirez finds Neymar. Still Neymar.
Oh, he just lost his opportunity there, didn't he? Had Neymar just managed to find a little half yard. Is that foul, referee?
It's a really good tackle, actually.
Away.
Yeah, really, really good tackle. And he's set Ribery on his way now, near touchline. Streaking forward, little bit of skill from Ribery. Fantastic step over as he comes inside. We'll find Robben on the other side. He dances round one. Into the box they go with Mandzukic. Oh, Ribery couldn't quite get the ball at the end of that, but lovely interchange of play.
Great skill from Rafael with his players there. Really good touch. Ribery setting Robben on the way, but got to say Vivero defensively, apart from the goal, does an awful lot wrong, and he was rock solid there.
Ramirez and Neymar combining. Neymar again just trying to find that final killer ball. Might have done so here. He's turned them inside out inside the box. Brilliant tackle right at the end of it.
What a great challenge, and that had to be made, and it had to be made cleanly. Because when you're challenging someone in the box, if you make a mistake, you know it's going to be a penalty.
And Rafael's Bayern Munich side going to do a bit more defending here. Neymar again trying to find some space and finding none of it. But Boateng, that was a little bit risky, and I don't know, was that a back pass or not?
Certainly looked like it, unless of course there was a little touch.
Yeah, I think there might have been a touch off the Brazilian
possibly,
boot.
Yeah. He certainly got away with it there, Rafael Robo. Nearly at half-time.
Yeah.
It's been a good first half. That little early goal just got his nose in front. There's not a lot between them again. Good play again by Rafael to this left-hand side.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Ribery's going to get the ball back again. And as he said, it's almost like having two mini Ronaldos on either side, because you can have them both attacking at the same time. Robin's not going to get that one, though.
No, he's not. It's just a little, though, to be fair, we're going to have one added minute, though. Raphael just seemed to be happy to keep possession. He's got Philip Lam in here. Robin, nice first-time pass. And that is going to be half-time, I think, is it?
Yep, it is going to be half-time.
Yeah, it was good first half. Really good.
Rafael Riobo from Spain in Madrid on home soil here, looking to try and make it Spain in the final for the third time. It would also be the third time France have reached the final through the same man as well.
One substitution made.
But standing in his way is the Mexican underdog, Andre Torres Vivero, who's done fantastically well to get through to the semi-final. He's played some really, really big games and come out on top during them to get this far.
Big 45 minutes for him, really
Huge.
big.
Absolutely huge. Still has a really good chance of making the final here as well. Let's not forget that. Only 1-0 down. Rafael just losing a bit of possession here. And Vivero can now put something together. There's not a huge amount of space though, and when that ball goes astray, immediately Rafael punishes him with some quick succession passes.
Interesting that Rafael's taken off his goal scorer Mandzukic, hasn't he? He's brought on Thomas Muller just as a straight swap, so Mandzukic won't be scoring any more goals. He got the first one for him, but he wants Muller to maybe get him a second here.
Break here for Ribery. He's managed to get to the byline. Little clip inside to the boxes, collected nice and calmly for Vivero. And once again, he can rebuild from the back, but it's, again, just not going far enough down the pitch. Boateng with not the first stray pass, it has to be said.
No, exactly, and he's just given it away at a real crucial time there. He looked as though he had a real opportunity there, Vivero, to get the ball down, and you know, just like that, you can't be giving the ball away.
Yeah.
Not only is he one down, but the clock's not on his side either, Paul.
No, it's not. Schweinsteiger delivering the ball inside the box to, well, it was to Muller, and I thought he would have a chance on goal. Taken away from him though, and Vivero can now rebuild once more over the halfway line with Marcello. Options here left and right. Neymar picked out through the middle, and might not have been the best one. Contento's got to be careful here, and he is careful and finds Ribery.
Well, he does well there, to be fair, Riobo, because Boateng's his defender. It's one-on-one, and he managed to cut on top there. There's maybe a little half chance. No, good defending from Vivero again. Right, keep possession if you can. Make it into a wide area. Get players into the box.
Now, what's he got here for Pato? Chance here. The goalkeeper originally came as well. Oh, outstretched arm from the goalkeeper. Does manage to push it into a Bayern Munich foot, which allows him to clear. And Riobo, well, it's as close as Vivero's gone of equalising.
He took a little chance there, didn't he, with his goalkeeper coming out, but the goalkeeper got a touch on it. That's the main thing. That's why he moved him out.
He did. Some intricate passing going on here from the Brazilians thanks to Vivero, but that one's broken down once more. And again, they can drive out. Once more with Robin. Cruz now. Player screaming for it ahead of him though. Robin gets it back. Nice ball out to the far side. Philip Lam now checks inside. Couldn't deliver either a shot or a cross. And the chance goes astray again.
Just when you thought he's going to get a half yard, Vivero does brilliant with his defenders. Nearly doubled his lead. Oh, it's a great chance
at the other end. Vivero has a chance here. Back post header. It's come back off the post, under the bar, not over the line. And Vivero comes as close as you can get to equalising.
Oh, brilliant stuff from Vivero. Just when we thought he had a chance, here's another chance maybe. The crossbar keeps Rafael Riobo still 1-0 in the lead.
Amazing. Hulk. Pato couldn't get the pass through, and now Rafael can counter-attack here. There's space on the far side. Ribery, he collected the ball shortly. Now it's a 2 versus 3. Little ball through. Chance for Muller to finish this one. 2-0 to Rafael.
What about the skill from Rafael Riobo there? Brilliant stuff. Dinked over the top. Muller with a chance. Remember, he made the change already. He brought Muller on from Mandzukic at half-time. He got his goal in the first half, and Muller has put Rafael Riobo with, I don't know, is it 20 minutes to play? Absolutely fantastic stuff. 2-0.
1 foot in the grand final for Spain, and for Rafael Riobo. Topped his group without losing a game. Came through the quarter-final with 4 goals scored, and leads 2-0 in the semi-final of the FIFA Interactive World Cup 2013. Just a few more changes to be made, and then we'll get back into the game. And you see, the celebrations are complete. Lovely little through ball, and Muller, simple as you like, calm as you like, 2-0.
His control was fantastic, Muller. His first touch sets him up, And as soon as he controls it as well as that, you know he's got a chance to score. Got to say, it was a beautiful lift over the top as well. There's a substitution. Leandro off, Marcello on. 71 minutes was the goal. So he's got 20 minutes, Andre Torres Vieiro, to get back in the game and keep himself in the FIFA Interactive World Cup.
Yeah, most he has conceded in this tournament was 2 to Stanislav Shakarov during the group stage. That was a 2-2 draw, by the way. One of the few people to take him close. And now he leads 2-0. Oh, not much room there, and the shot won't actually count. I think it was pulled back. Oh, it's a penalty. A chance for Vivero here. Is this 2-1? It is 2-1. Still, the game will not be decided. 16 minutes remaining. Vivero 1, Rafael Riobo 2.
Well, you saw Rafael's emotions there because his reaction was he can't believe the referee's given a penalty. Although, having said that, he might extend his lead again here.
Yeah, Ribéry now streaming forward, checks back once. Schweinsteiger's now in the middle waiting for this one. Muller's also in there. Ribéry just trying to do a little bit too much, though, on the ball. And it's cleared out to Vivero, who can counter-attack quickly now.
Well, the penalty's kept Vivero in the game, hasn't it? This will be a brilliant 15 minutes. Do you keep your nerve?
Neymar now, streaming forward. Again, little ball inside! Oh, Vivero, massive chance to equalise. Taken off his toe.
What a challenge.
And Rafael Riobo with a perfectly timed challenge.
Yeah, well done, Paul. Exactly called right. Great challenge at the absolute perfect moment. You just thought Neymar was going to pull the trigger, and here we go, Robin away down the right.
Yeah, Robin's turned himself inside out here. Will deliver the cross. Oh, no, actually, it's cannoned back off the defender. Felipe Luis will clear this one away to Pato. And now Leandro can now bring this away near touchline. Spreads the ball inside. 10 minutes remaining, and Alan McInally rightly points out. And again, Rafael Riobo just has to keep possession.
Sorry, Paul, I was only interrupting you there to say, because I've only looked up to the left-hand side, because you know when it's been a good game, when you haven't even looked at the clock once, it's been so intense, you can't take your eyes off the screen. Both players have been fantastic, and this is absolutely on a knife edge.
It is on a knife edge. Leandro now, Neymar came to collect it originally. Chance to clip this one into the box. Palo, little ball inside to Lucas. Chance here. Oh, it's Pavin. Oh, that's fantastic. The equaliser comes in with 4 minutes remaining. And Andre Torres Vivero stays alive.
Incredible, absolutely incredible. It was a good save originally from Rafael Riobo when Neuer just pams it back to Neymar. As soon as it falls to Neymar, there's only one place it's ending up, and that's in the back of the net. Are we going to get another game that goes to extra time, or can someone win this in real time?
Amazing. 2-2 now. Again, Rafael Riobo has it all to do after leading 2-0. It's almost a mirror image of the last semi-final. Now, time to settle down a little bit here for Rafael. Got one last chance to play the ball in. Robbins outstripped his defender here. There are 2 men either side. They're both sitting in an offside position, though. Oh, and if he could have just threaded that one through, he'd have had an opportunity. Time is now up, and there it is. The final whistle blows, and Andre Torres Vivero just will not lie down.
Brilliant stuff, brilliant stuff. He's got himself back in the game. I think the penalty was a bit of a soft one. I don't think Rafael was particularly happy with the referee when he gave the penalty, but it kept Vivero in the game, and he somehow managed to get to another extra time game. Brilliant stuff by both players, Paul.
Fantastic. And brilliant comeback from Vivero. Just showing that even at 2-0, you're not safe in this competition. The quality is so high.
Interesting that Rafael's not making any mean, but one substitution, remember, that was on half-time when he brought on Thomas Müller for Mandzukic, but that's Vivero used all his substitutions now, so what you're seeing is what you get, and it will obviously have an opportunity for Rafael, depending on the way the extra time goes. He does have 2 more substitutions to bring on fresh legs or fresh ideas, or maybe even change formation. Call this one.
Yeah, well,
call this one.
I don't think you can. This one's on a knife edge once more. As we said earlier on, Rafael has scored 19 goals in the FIFA Interactive World Cup Finals 2013. Vivero Riobo's never conceded more than 2 goals in a game. It was 2-2 with Shakarov in the group stage, and Vivero's going to turn over a little bit of history, but he's not frightened of doing so. He's already downed one third-place player from last year. Is he going to take out Rafael Riobo, the only unbeaten player left in the competition, outside of Shakarov, of course, with his 5 draws in the group stage? Underway in the first half of extra time. Vivero 2, Riobo 2. Little ball over the top, this one's good. Ribery's going to chase this one, he's got 3 Brazilians on the back of him, and he's bundled over inside the box, but fairly.
My goodness, you just think of it's Ribery, can he get away with his pace? But the Brazilian defenders for Vivero do absolutely fantastic. You know you can't foul him, he's on the box. He's in the box rather, so if you touch him any way overly aggressively, you know you're conceding a penalty. Great defending by Vivero.
Yep. Again, having to be on that last man when they've got so much pace in those wings has proven difficult for Vivero's defence, but it's still 2-2. Hulk now, Dani Alves. Fresh pair of legs on the right-hand side with quick feet too, Ramirez. Possession with Vivero right now. Hulk, Oscar inside the box. 2 to aim for, checks back once, then he'll be robbed off the back by Alaba, and Ribery can now break away. Muller inside, no, not completed with the pass. Schweinsteiger will get it back though, and now Muller with the second opportunity. He's going to hold the ball up here, puts Ribery through on the left-hand side,
good
and then a
challenge.
little stabby challenge from Paulino will bring the ball away.
Yeah, brilliant. That's a couple of times Vivero's had to make a good challenge. Ribery on the other side of him. Referee lets that challenge go. Oh, I don't know whether they might not let that one
I
go.
don't think that one's going anywhere. That's going to be a card. Oh, it's a red! It's a straight red card for Frank Ribery. And things are going from bad to worse right now for Rafael Riobo. Now down to 10 men in extra time.
Well, that was a poor challenge, wasn't it? It was from behind. You don't give the referee any option but to show you a straight red card, and that just makes things a little bit more difficult for Rafael.
It certainly does. The other sprinter, Robin, is got some tired legs here. I think we might see some changes. Let's see whether we see some substitutions here.
Formation.
Yeah, it's going to be formation changes for Vivero and no changes for Rafael Riobo.
Well, we are still only in the first half of added time, or extra time,
yeah,
I should say.
Well, we're going to kick
starting
straight
now.
off. Yeah, we're going to kick straight off in the second half. And Rafael Riobo finds himself down to 10 men after a poor challenge from Frank Ribery. One of his star players is lost. Now, Vivero on the attack here with a near post header! Oh my goodness! Leandro with a near post header from Andre Torres Vivero takes the lead.
Well, that's change of formations immediately from Vivero, and of course he changes straight back to what he's already had originally. 4-2-4 he goes, he gets an extra man out on the right-hand side. And you can see already Rafael immediately reacting to that. What a header from Leandro. 3-2 Vivero. Are Mexico making it to the final?
Wow, what a comeback. We already saw one come back in the first semi-final. It didn't work out. This time round, Vivero coming back from 2-0 down against the newly installed tournament favourite, now leads 3-2 in the second half of extra time of our second semi-final.
Well, Rafael's going to have to go for this, isn't he? We're in the second half of extra time, like you just said, Paul. 3-2 Brazil against Bayern Munich. 108 minutes, Leandro's got a brilliant header, put Brazil in the lead, and it might just be enough to put Vivero in the final. What has Rafael got in the last 12 minutes or so?
Got to find some magic. Hasn't found anything other than a Brazilian shirt right now from Vivero. Gets the ball back quickly. Can move it forward with Schweinsteiger here. Muller having to fight off the attention of Dani Alves at the back, and I think he might have won himself the throw there, Vivero. Yeah, he did. So Brazil back in possession. It's all about the clock now. 111 minutes it shows. 3-2 to Vivero. And still, he holds on to the ball. Frustration creeping in from Rafael Riobo now. He needs to get that ball back. And again, a lovely ball through. He sprung the offside trap here. And a chance for Vivero. Oh, this is brilliant. That's absolutely fantastic. Vivero with the icing on the cake. Leandro with a fourth. It's 4-2.
Well, he beats the offside trap, and you know when the ball's in that wide area, Leandro's just waiting for the perfect cross to say thank you very much. Vivero surely in the final.
Amazing play from Vivero. A lot of people told me Group B was stacked during the group stage. They told me it was the strongest group of all the three. They're being proved right now because both these players going through to the final have come from that group topped by August Rosenmeier, who is not making it through. It's going to be Granac versus Vivero, unless we can get some magic now from Riobo in the last 2 minutes, needing 2 goals right now. It's impossible, Alan McInally.
Yeah, it's impossible, you've got to think, especially considering, remember, Rafael Riobo is playing with 10 men after Ribery has been sent off for a really bad challenge. He didn't need to make it, but has put himself up against it. And that little change of formation for Vivero, when he goes 3-2, he goes back to his original formation and bags another one against the 10 men anyway.
Yeah, we are going to have the final is going to be a replay of the game we saw at the very start of yesterday. A phenomenal comeback from the comeback kid himself. Vivero from Mexico reaches the FIFA Interactive World Cup final.
You can see what it means to him. Cannot believe it, can he? Cannot believe it. It's 2-0 down. You think that Rafael Riobo, who's been absolutely fantastic, and he somehow got himself back in the game with a penalty. Might have been soft, but from that penalty, you can look to the heavens, kid, you're in the final.
He absolutely is. What an amazingly tense semi-final. Another extra time, but this time goals not allowed to be scored from the penalty spot. Vivero from Mexico doesn't fancy his chances from them. Took advantage of the 10-man in the end, but I wouldn't say that the sending off was necessarily key at the key point because he was already 3-2 up.
Yeah, not really, to be fair.
Didn't help him.
No, not to be fair. I think Rafael will be really disappointed. I feel for him a little bit because at 2-0 up, he was doing everything right, and I don't think he was quite happy with the penalty given by the the referee. There's not a lot he can do about it now, and even then, of course, he was still in the lead, but he conceded 2-2 in the extra time, and then unfortunately the 10 men was just going to be too much of an ask.
Yeah, this is the third goal, so just inside the start of the second half of extra time. It was tied up at 2-2. It was nicely balanced here, but some really good possession football from Vivero.
Well, Vivero, you can see, has changed to 4-2-4, and he's got that extra man up in the wide right-hand side, and when the ball comes in, Leandro jumps higher than everybody else, and that little bit of formation change, it's so important in the game when you have an advantage. Change to 4-4-2, and as soon as he got the goal, he went back to 4-2-3-1. What perfect for Vivero. He will be delighted.
He will be delighted, and he's also with a very delighted Kay, who is with our winner of that second semi-final.
I actually think he's still coming to terms with it at the moment. Andre Torres Vivero, you're through to the final to face the machine, Bruce Granek. How do you feel? You came back as well in that game.
Well, I'm so excited because this match was so hard. This was thanks my friend who told me that I must put 4-2-4, and this is the first time that I use that formation. And it's a very good formation. I must accept it.
Okay, maybe that's the one that will serve you well in the final then. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the final.
Thank you.
Okay, well, FIFA is not only about big football tournaments. Its aim is to use football to bring people together to make the world a better place. Here are 10 things you never knew about FIFA.
FIFA is not just about the World Cup every 4 years.
There is memes and youth tournaments.
Beach soccer, futsal, the Interactive World Cup y los torneos de fútbol olímpicos.
Altogether, FIFA stages 15 different competitions.
The FIFA family has 209 member nations, more than the United Nations and the Olympic movement.
Covering the world from Canada to the Cook Islands.
93% of FIFA's income comes from the World Cup.
This finances all the other tournaments.
Education and health programs.
Emergency aid and football development initiatives.
Everything.
Since 2007, FIFA has supported over 200 different charitable programs.
Para millones de personas sin oportunidades alrededor del mundo.
Changing lives and bringing hope.
From the earthquake in Haiti to famine relief in Somalia, FIFA contributes millions of dollars to countries affected by human disaster, offering support whenever and wherever it is needed.
Changing attitudes to women in sport and increasing opportunity is a top priority for FIFA. They demand that at least 15% of every national association's financial assistance program is spent on developing the women's game.
Each year, 30 million footballs receive the FIFA seal of approval.
Cada uno de esto debe ser hecho en un lugar free from child labor
and safe from dangerous working conditions.
From Greenland to Guam, Mauritania to Mongolia.
FIFA has funded countless international standards, all-weather pitches, widening access, and improving skills.
Whatever the weather.
FIFA is leading the fight against illegal betting and match fixing. Its early warning system monitors over 400 betting organizations worldwide.
FIFA's 11 for Health program uses football to teach children across the world simple health messages.
about looking after your body and avoiding disease. Playing football makes for a healthier and a happier life.
Through football,
FIFA is changing lives.
From emergency aid,
Health education, building communities,
to get kids playing,
to setting the highest standards in sport.
for the game,
For the world.
For the world.
For the world.
For the world. For the world.
For the world.
For the world.
Well, you can check out more of our videos by subscribing to the YouTube channel at youtube.com/FIFA-TV. But joining me now on the stage is Ralph Strauss. He's the head of strategy and brand management at FIFA, and he's going to talk us through the tournament as well. And will tell us, Ralph, thank you for joining us. Why is the FIWC so important to FIFA?
It is important because through the FIFA Interactive World Cup, we have a chance to engage with a younger and very digitally engaged community with a lot of passion for football. Through the Interactive World Cup, we provide an opportunity to this community as well to play against the other on a global level, to compete against each other on a global level. People from different countries around the world can play games against each other and can have at the side also a dialogue on different football topics. So over the last couple of years, the last couple of FIFA World Cup, of Interactive World Cup editions, we have developed a relationship with the online community, playing and participating in the game. And through this relationship, we hope to develop and we strive to develop further interest in football. We know that by playing the FIFA EA game, by participating in the FIFA Interactive World Cup, people are engaging with football. They develop their knowledge about the clubs, about the players, about the formations, the tactics. I mean, all the exciting things we have seen in the last couple of days. And this helps to develop football, which of course is very important to FIFA.
And it's been growing so quickly, 2.5 million registered players. How do you account for the success of this tournament?
Yes, it's honestly quite amazing. When anybody would have told me last year after the grand final in Dubai that this year we would reach 2.5 million players, I would not have believed it. So I was thrilled when I saw these numbers. To a large extent, it has to do with the popularity of the FIFA EA game. Every year, I don't think that EA can do a better job and develop a better game, and every year they can, which is amazing. The Sony PlayStation console, I mean, #1 console in many markets around the world, playing over the Sony PlayStation network, which is a unique experience. So that's definitely helped to drive the number of participants up. We have done a number of territory showdowns around different territories where the international football community was very supportive. We did a great event some weeks ago in Dortmund where Mats Hummels also played some games, and then that certainly promoted it. We made some changes to the tournament structure last year so people could spend more time playing the game and advancing to the next round, and also have a better opportunity to reach the grand final. And of course, with these kind of events, live streaming of the event on the FIFA TV YouTube channel will certainly also help and drive interest.
Okay, and so what does the future hold for this tournament?
Our objective with this tournament, with the FIFA Interactive World Cup, is to be the most relevant gaming tournament for players, for media and for sponsors. We continue to look at the tournament, to look at ways to improve the tournament, to innovate the tournament. both at the tournament structure, so the, let's say, the qualification rounds, and then of course the grand final. Here we are very dependent on the FIFA Interactive World Cup community to provide us with this feedback, to share the experiences and let us know what works well and where we have room for improvement. And at the same time, we're also looking at ways and opportunities to engage with the community. One example we have seen before on the best goal voting, and other competitions may follow in the future. At the moment, we are having discussions together with EA Sports and Sony PlayStation on where we will host the grand final in 2014. Now we all know 2014, the FIFA World Cup will be played in Brazil, so that may be a good opportunity.
It certainly is. That's a little teaser for us there. Thank you very much for your time, Ralph. And let's hope that the game continues to grow even more than it has. Well, it's the moment that you have all been waiting for. After this game, the FIFA Interactive World Cup champion will be determined. The two finalists have showed an outstanding performance through the last few days in Madrid. This will truly be a one-of-a-kind game. If either guy makes even the slightest mistake, then it could be all over. And commentating, as they have been throughout the whole tournament for this one, are Paul Challoner and Alan McInally. This is the big one.
Yes, it absolutely is the big one. The FIFA Interactive World Cup final. And it's going to be played out with a very David versus Goliath feel to it, I have to say. Andre Torres Vivero from Mexico, the first Mexican to play in the final. He would be the first Mexican winner of the Interactive World Cup as well. He plays a bit of a veteran, frankly. The 2009 FIFA Interactive World Champion, last year's runner-up, going for a third time in the final, and has to be the heavy favourite.
I think he's the favourite. I don't think Vivero, having watched him play, can be underestimated. Absolutely no question. I think his first result was, albeit an extra time. He's taken out another one of the maybe fancy players in Kai Vollen. He's done fantastically well. 2-0 down to Rafael Robo, gets back in the game, wins it. I don't think Bruce for 1 minute will take him lightly at all, but there's no question that the experience is definitely with the Frenchman, and probably favourite, although he probably won't want us to be saying that.
No, there has to be a favourite, I think, between the two players. They met in the group stage. It was on the start of the second day, and if we cast our mind back to that day, it was a turning point for both players in many ways, because Vivero used Barcelona with his three at the back tactic and lost 5-0 to Bruce Granac at that particular time. And it was a turning point for both of them towards that trophy, because it meant that Bruce was able to qualify because he went on a bit of a tear, and Vivero changed his team as well as his tactics. So
yeah, it was maybe a little
pivotal point. But my question was, I was getting to a question. 5-0. We're not going to see a repeat of that.
No, I don't think there's no chance of that. I mean, I would doubt that very much. I mean, all we've seen so far is someone maybe get a 2-0 little stretch and the other person be pegged back. Final, everything to play for. Good luck to both.
Here we go then. FIFA Interactive World Cup Final 2013, live from Madrid. Bruce Granac in his third FIFA final against Andre Torres Vivero of Mexico in his first. And it's a Brazil strip, of course, for Vivero, the gold tops, blue shorts, white socks. And he's got the pretty much the first attack. This one should be easily dealt with, and it is in the end. Casillas is going to pump this one away. And as you'd expect, Granac playing as Real Madrid in the purple tops, purple shorts. Early chance here for Vivero. It might fall again here. Holt's got the ball, but not. It's been controlled brilliantly and played out to Modric. And Granac survives that early scare.
Your heart's in your mouth when someone makes a challenge in the box there. Granac timed it absolutely perfect, and Vivero might have thought he was going to take an early lead there.
Early opportunity for Vivero. As we've said before, France already have their name on this cup. Mexico do not. Vivero, in his first ever FIFA Interactive World Cup finals as well, has just been living the dream from day to day. Training with Christian Carabao, all out into Real Madrid's stadium. He's been treated like a superstar while he's been here. He's delivered the goods when he's needed to as well. In the group play, just about got through and got probably the toughest draw you're ever likely to see in FIFA 13 in the quarterfinals and the semi-finals, and has sent off everyone.
Well, he's been fantastic, because even he's shown his skill right now as he keeps possession, and to get through You know, some of the games I've actually seen him do, Paul, has been fantastic. Here's maybe a half chance for him right now.
Has got a chance with Neymar on the side of the, just on the outside of the box, and it looked like he had his leg taken away there, but it was a clean tackle. And Granic now can come streaming forward. He's got a 4 versus 4 here as he streams towards the touchline, but that one's popped out. It will be a Granic throw though. Quickly taken. Di Maria has options now. Contrail just behind him, waiting. Oh, that's gone out of play, sadly.
Just does too much, doesn't he? He's trying to get himself a half yard that he could get Di Maria into the byline and get the ball whizzing into the box to try and get someone's header on target. Just doing a little bit too much. He didn't need to be that fancy, did he?
No, he definitely didn't. I almost feel like, you know, Vivero needs to go a goal down. and then he'll come alive. Because that seems to be how he's able to come back each time. He has been officially the FIFA comeback kid at the Interactive World Cup this year. 20 minutes played, no goals so far, but I think probably the better chances so far have fallen to Vivero.
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly that one great chance when Granic made a good save. And if anything, maybe Vivero was just a little bit too long and pressing the trigger, maybe let the player take an extra touch. It was certainly a wonderful opportunity. And apart from that, the opening 21 minutes, there's not been too much problems for goalkeepers.
KG, Ronaldo now, Modric. Granic trying to build through the middle. Modric with a nice little turn, finds Benzema, tries to flick it through to Ronaldo. It just about stays in possession. Is then robbed. Lucas playing that ball away. And combining with Marcelo there, they were able to deal with the Ronaldo threat.
Yeah, referee said no foul. I thought they maybe made a little touch on Ronaldo. He did go to deck a little easy. Referee wants a foul this time.
Yeah, Neymar looking to play this one quickly as well. Palo threading it through to Holt, but they've lost the ball again. And Modric now just holding it up a little bit for Marcelo. Contrail inside, so a little bit of space opening up here for Granic in the midfield.
You can see they're quite happy to keep the ball in the midfield. What they can't do there is obviously give the ball away, but they're having a few touches, and we're just getting into the rhythm of things again. This is a big, big game. You don't want to be making any mistakes in any game, bar less the final.
We mentioned early on the solid defence of Granic. It's what he's been built his entire championship challenge on. All of his old rivals have fallen down. New ones have risen up and into place, and every time he stood tall. He stands tall now because Ronaldo thumps the back of the net, and the opening goal comes after 31 minutes, and it's France's former world champion who takes the lead.
That's a great finish, isn't it? He was patient, looking for the little slip in the inside, eventually gets it to Ronaldo, and all he does is he drops a shoulder, he goes on his right hand side and power to the top corner. No chance for goalkeeper. Great for Granic after half an hour.
Vivero then. He said he had to go a goal down before he wanted to start playing. He went 2 down in the semi-final. Is he about to go 2 down again here? Ronaldo streaming into the box, man waiting at the back post. He's had to check this one though, and then run to too much trouble. But does get a second chance now, Di Maria. And Granic almost taking a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, he just couldn't get Ronaldo too quick to get into the box, and he's had to check and come out the way, and then all of a sudden Vivero had the ball and gave it straight back to him, although that's better out from the back into midfield, keep possession, work it into that area again. He gives it away.
Granic's getting a lot of run of the green right now. Ronaldo just tried to get the other side of the defender after the ball had been played, but the ball just wouldn't carry all the way through. It's still lots of pressure for Vivero right now. He's stuck in his own half. Nothing he can do seemingly to get out of it right now. Possession with the Frenchman.
Good one-touch play by Bruce Granic there. He's under a lot of pressure. You can see great pressing from Brazil, from Vivero trying to get the ball back. That won't be a foul. That's only a throw-in, I think.
Yeah, Modric losing out at the back there to Dani Alves.
Yeah, good pressure, gets the ball. Now this is where he's got to be better, Vivero. Almost at half-time, he's 1-0 behind. Can he get a little chance to bring him back into the game before the referee takes his halfway?
Yeah, he's not able to push forward though. He just didn't have the support there. Finally gets it from Ramirez now, and plays a quick ball out to Hulk on the right-hand side. Hold it up as well. 2 to aim for in the box. Ramirez is one of them. Dealt with though. Modric now. Quick ball out to Benzema. Nice, quick, clean passing here from Granic. Lovely play through the midfield. Essien now has got some space here to release Di Maria. Is he? Oh, not quite. And again, Vivero can regain some possession, but it's momentary.
Half-time.
1-0 at half-time to Granic in the FIFA Interactive World Cup final. the former champion from 2009, last year lost out in the final on penalties, and here he is again for a third time, a record in the FIFA Interactive World Cup in terms of final appearances.
He was better. He was. Sorry, you're no problem. I was going to say as Vivero makes a couple of changes. Certainly was better in the first half. I think he deserves at least the 1-0 advantage he has at the moment. It's a big 45 for Vivero. You actually said, Paul, it's maybe better when he goes a goal behind. He seems to concentrate more. His comeback skills so far have been fantastic, but he has to do it again.
Yeah, definitely does. Got an early chance here in the second half. Brilliant chance! Oh, blocked by Casillas with the knee. And a fantastic chance goes begging. He won't get many better than that.
What a chance at the start of the second half. Gets him in the great position. And the goalkeeper, Casillas for Granac, makes a superb save.
Keeps the score at 1-0. Back with Vivero. Little boot stuck out there to try and hold on to the ball. Marcello's not going to get hold of this one either. It's going to break now for Modric. He has to check his run. Alves after him.
Yeah, Bruce quite happy to keep possession. Check, 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 draw back. Keep possession. I've said it a lot tonight. You control the game when you control the ball, and he gives it away that time.
Yeah, chance now for Vivero to break here, and he for a moment had a 3-on-3. That's been doubled with some personnel. Ball back into defence. Tries for a 25-yard shot. It smacked into the defender.
I thought for a minute that was handball.
I felt that. I actually felt that. That was a stinging shot. Alves now, near side for Vivero. Ramirez, 3 waiting for it. They've pushed many men into the box right now, one of which is offside. They had to check once. Palo now, little 1-2, then plays for the shot. Oh, it might break here. Oh, Casillas, he's lost the ball. They've lost it again, and finally gets recovered. Oh my goodness.
Just wouldn't fall. Just wouldn't fall for Vivero, would it? Bruce's goalkeeper Casillas had 1, 2, 3 attempts to get it, eventually dives on it, smothers it, and again a little possession. You'll be delighted to get the ball up this end, Grenick.
He's got another chance at the other end now. Counter-attack with Ronaldo. That one will be dealt with and easily passed back to the goalkeeper. Clumsily played away, but it's okay. It's all under control for Vivero, but nerves, what I was about to say, are jangling for the Frenchman, because that was very worrying for him indeed. 62 minutes played. Granic 1, Vivero 0 in the FIFA Interactive World Cup final. Is this a chance for number 2 here? No. Not quite. Obviously going the other way for the counter-attack, and going to get broken down once more. Vivero having a little bit more possession in this second half.
Miles more. He did make a couple of changes, didn't he? I think formation-wise, I think he went 4-2-2-2.
Yeah, which is another old favourite. Not necessarily
I've added an extra 2 in there.
I think he might have done. I think he might have given him 13 players, Alan.
I think you might need them, to be fair, because he's 1-0 down, and he might just try and make that change. But you know what I mean? 4-2-2-2.
Indeed. So Granic now with another chance to counter. He's found some space on that far side with Di Maria, but immediately having to cut back inside. Ball into Ronaldo. It was a little hopeful, but it's found its way to him anyway. And Benzema now waits. Ronaldo lurking.
70 minutes. 20 minutes for Vivero to get back in, pal.
Is just 20 minutes away from being crowned a double world champion. The second man to do so. Chance here, diving header comes in from Benzema, but didn't connect with the ball. More importantly, Vivero now brings it away on the counter, and a chance really to strike at the heart of the defence of Granic right now. Ramirez with the ball. Neymar.
Sorry, Paul, because he's been better counter-attacking football this second half. Vivero getting into that 75th minute. Oh, here's a great chance for Granic.
A breakthrough from, goalkeeper's got to be careful here, Julio Cesar, and, well, he got it cleared away if nothing else, but time for some changes as we count down towards the end of this game.
Well, he's going to change his formation. Remember, somebody, I think, said to him 4-2-4 might be the way. He's going to make a couple of subs as well. He knows he needs a goal. Remember, the last time in the semi-final, Vivero went to 4-4-2. He almost immediately got himself back in the game, and he needs to do this, or Bruce Granic will be a double world champion.
Last year, Alfonso Ramos won for the second time in 4 years. Is history about to repeat itself 4 years on from 2009, when Bruce Granic last won the FIFA Interactive World Cup? Are we going to get our second double winner? Or can Vivero come up with something magical at the end of the game, as he has so often through this Interactive World Cup, in 2013. Here he is on the attack once more with Pato. Finds Neymar on the outside here. Hulk screaming for the ball on the inside. Didn't deliver it as a cross though. And that might well have been a mistake, because now Granek's got possession back.
Yeah, good position. You can see the pressing. Brazil need to get the ball. Vivero playing in the yellow of Brazil. Can't quite manage a good play by Granek rather.
Oh, and if he can shove the man off the ball here, he's got space here. They can't play the ball through though. He's gone to an offside position. And Ronaldo is shrugged off the ball. And again, Vivero with more possession here. He's got to turn it round into a goal though. Neymar onto the edge of the box. The Real Madrid players getting in the way of each other that time round. And now Ronaldo up on his own half is the furthest man forward, as Modric, playing almost as a left back there, plays it back to his defender.
I think we know exactly what's happening here. Bruce has decided I'll just keep possession. Doesn't matter where my front players are. If they have to come all the way back, then it means I kill the clock, I keep possession. I've got my nose in front. We're just getting to 84 minutes and maybe here's a half chance. Benzema gives the ball away.
Yeah, Vivero lost the ball for a moment, gets it back again. 5 minutes to play in the FIFA Interactive World Cup final. Bruce Granek wanting to win this one for the second time. Only leads by a single goal though, and knows a mistake would almost certainly make this a tied match. Vivero searching for the equaliser. Granek now can play this ball over the top. Modric, you can see how slow he is right now. He's got no stamina remaining at the end of this game. He's had a real torrid time down there, running that ball into the corner once more. Minute and a half to play now. Modric, still Modric, plays the ball inside. Opportunity here. Is this 2-0? No. Julio Cesar holds on. And we've got the last few seconds of the World Cup final now, and Vivero knows he's in the last chance saloon to try and pull an equaliser back. Did it last time. Can he do it again? Dani Alves, ball into the box! Oh, he swept it wide!
Can't believe it. Oh, what a chance. That takes you to extra time. Referee might blow his whistle here. We might have a French champion.
And it has blown. The final whistle goes, and the FIFA Interactive World Champion 2013 is Bruce Granek from France for the second time in 5 years.
Absolutely stunning stuff. Just right at the end, that was the chance Vivero wanted, wasn't it? He just couldn't put it in the back of the net. There was nothing Bruce could have done about it. The clock was against Vivero. He missed the chance. Congratulations to Bruce Granek. He was absolutely brilliant yesterday. Got to say, he was fantastic today as well.
Finally had a smile on his face as well. I haven't seen one of those in the last 3 days. He had a torrid first day, lost twice on that opening day. He was on the verge of going out of the competition completely. Came back on day 2, put 5 past Vivero in his group game, and then went on to win the last 2 to qualify, and has come through 2 difficult games in the quarterfinals and the final, and then just held on in the grand final for the second year in a row, having been beaten on penalties last year. He must be absolutely thrilled.
I think, to be fair, Paul, I think what we saw on the first day, you know, when he was really disappointed, didn't play well, I think you saw the winner in him. I think you saw the talent that he has, and I think you saw his desire to get to this stage, because he knows if he managed to get through a good day yesterday, he gets the quarterfinals, he's a little bit good on the game, and he was fantastic. He's been brilliant in the quarters. The semis was really tight. It was a wonderful final. He just did enough. 1 goal was enough to give him the championship. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, brilliant. It's been a fantastic 3 days here in Madrid. And we have one last replay for you from the grand final.
Well, you'll want to see this, won't you?
You'll want to see this because it's the winning goal. And this is how Bruce Granek won the second FIWC for himself after winning in 2009. He's come back 4 years later. It's almost a mirror pattern from last year. That fantastic strike from Ronaldo, and he broke the back of the net, has won him $20,000 and picked up a chance to go to the Ballon d'Or.
When he gives the ball into Ronaldo, it's the little drawback to the left-hand side. He pulls it to his right foot and then puts it in the top corner. Great skill, Bruce Granek. To be honest, he probably just deserves it because he was fantastic. But you know, all the guys did fantastically well. They really did. And I think we might just be going to talk to him.
Yeah, apparently Riobo has taken 3rd place this year. So Spain does get the bronze medal in the FIFA Interactive World Cup. However, the champion is from France once more, and he's with Kay.
Yes. He is the champion, Bruce Granek, the machine, but he can smile now. How are you feeling, Bruce? I'll let him tell you, Sasha, and then...
Alors, Bruce, comment tu te sens après cette victoire?
Forcément très bien. Bon là pour une fois je vais sourire quand même. Mais bon il y a eu tellement de pression et des matchs tellement serrés aussi. Puis surtout je reviens de loin après la première journée. Donc voilà forcément très très heureux.
Well, it will probably take a little bit of time to realize, but I'm smiling a little bit now. And but I'm coming back from so far. It was the first day I was almost out of the tournament, and it was a little bit a miracle to come back and to win it. It's something incredible.
It's incredible. It's a great prize, and part of that prize is a trip to the Ballon d'Or. Who would he most be looking forward to meeting?
C'est le Ballon d'Or, donc qui t'attend est-ce que tu t'attends à rencontrer?
Ouais, bah justement, c'est ce que je venais de te dire, je venais de réaliser ça, donc ouais, c'est sûr que j'ai eu la chance d'y aller une fois, et bah, ça va être énorme tout simplement.
He just realized a few seconds ago that he will come back again at the Ballon d'Or because he just forgot during the game, and he just say, okay, I'm going again to the Ballon d'Or, and it will be something very exciting, and he just want to meet all the players he can.
It really will. Well done to you, Bruce. You did fantastic throughout the rounds. Okay, I'll now hand it back over to Paul and Alan to say goodbye.
Thank you very much, Kay. Yeah, it is goodbye from the caster's desk, but a last word from Alan McInally on 3 days of fantastic FIFA 13 action. What's been your favourite moment, I guess, over the 3 days?
There's been loads, to be honest. I mean, I think the excitement and I think the intensity of the guys, you know, playing the game, etc. And I think Bruce said it really well there. You know, he was almost at the competition.
Yeah.
And he was coming in as one of the favourites. And I think the way he's managed to transform himself, get him into a position that he knows, if I can just somehow get myself to the quarterfinals, I'll have a chance. You know, great. I mean, he's not even thinking about the Ballon d'Or. Full concentration on what he's doing. And he wins the game 1-0. Ronaldo scores. That's who you want to be speaking to, Bruce, if you get a chance at the Ballon d'Or, because he's made sure you are the champion. Wonderful 3 days. Yep. Could have enjoyed it any more, and all the guys have done so well, even getting this far.
Yeah, absolutely. A quick word for our runner-up as well, Vivero. Had just fell one step short, but on the other hand, you have to say, from where he was on day 2, he looked like he was going to go out of the competition as well, and yet just managed to squeak in to the 3rd place spot in that group, and then comes up against Kai Vonnet, and then comes up against Rafael, and manages to come back from both of those games from behind to win. One more was just asking too much.
I think probably, you know, he's probably pretty, not brain dead, he's pretty tired, I would imagine, this psychological strain on him to keep going and go one more. I mean, I tell you what, if he gets to this kind of point next year, a lot of people won't want to play him, because that experience he's had this year will stand him in great stead. And we've seen already in his comebacks and the way he controls his players, controls his machine, he will be a player in this next year. He was fantastic, can hold his head up hugely high, because he never got, you know, beat by a lot of goals. It was only one in the final. But yeah, he was fantastic. I think Bruce, probably overall, just about the best player.
Thank you to Alan McInally for joining us here, and of course on the stops at Dortmund and Valencia. It's been a fantastic season. I've enjoyed it immensely, but all good things must come to an end, and they come to an end with a prize ceremony. Here's Kay.
Well, this tournament wouldn't go ahead if it weren't for FIFA, EA and PlayStation. So I'd like to welcome the representatives from each organisation here on the stage with me, along with 2 members of the crew from FIFA's partners, Emirates. Ralph Strauss, Head of Strategy and Brand Management at FIFA. Nick Kaplan, Head of Communications, Sony Computer Entertainment Europe. And Oliver Hughes, the Marketing Director for International for EA Sports. So we're ready to crown the champion. But before we do, we'd like to invite onto the stage our FIWC ambassador, Christian Carambeau, World Cup winner too.
Hello. Bonsoir. Hola, buenas.
Christian, what a tournament we've seen.
Yeah.
Who's impressed you most throughout the rounds?
The 2 semifinals was, I think, very impressive. Of course, the Mexican, he could deserve also to be a winner, but of course he missed the last action.
Okay, he certainly did. But it was the Frenchman, Bruce.
Bruce, like you said, he's a machine. So I was thinking that he was going to be out of the list the first day, but in the end he regained confidence and he just showed his skills and he came to the final.
Okay, and what a final. It's been the FIWC 2013 final. So let's now do the prize giving, and we'll bring onto the stage our 3 finalists, and they are Rafael Robo Sanchez, Andre Torres Vivero. Okay, Andre Torres Vivero. And our winner, Bruce the Machine Granek. Well, next to me is Rafael Robo. He managed to come third in the end. Congratulations to you, and to present you with your prize money of $1,000 US. Here we go. We have the check for you.
Bravo. Felicidades.
Thank you for that, Nick. Okay, second prize goes to Andre Torres Vivero. Well done to you, coming as a runner-up. Commiserations for losing out on the final, but you've been fantastic throughout the rounds. Your prize money as well, $5,000 US.
Bravo.
Okay, got that the wrong way around with the name, sorry. Nick and Ollie respectively, the other way around. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an intense few days here in Madrid for the FIWC Grand Final, and after 2.5 million players have taken part in this year's tournament, the battle has been very intense. But it's now time to give the prize to our winner this year. It's Bruce Granek, the Machine, and helping us to do so is Ralph Strauss from FIFA. Fabulous prize of $20,000 and an invite to the prestigious football event, the FIFA Ballon d'Or. There we go. The FIWC World Champion, Bruce Granek. Round of applause, please. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you to Christian Carambeau.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to our match commentators, Alan McInally and Paul Challoner, and for all of you who've been a big part of this roller coaster ride, and especially all of you contributing at home and sending in your tweets and messages via Facebook. You've played a huge part in this tournament. If you'd like to be a part of the grand final next year and have a chance to win one of these fantastic prizes, then remember that you can do so. You can follow FIWC on Twitter at FIWC, facebook.com/FIWC, and you can also visit FIFA.com/FIWC. But from all of us here in Madrid, we wish you a very good evening or a good afternoon wherever you've been watching in the world.
My feet. Every day there's another way to strip me of my inner pride. Just in case I see you face to face, you know I'm not the one to run and hide. I don't care what you say to me, I don't care what I say to you, 'cause this time I found my way, I know just what to do. Yeah, 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 I'm back on top and I don't need anybody else, anybody else. Anybody else. today. I don't care what you think of me. You know I know what I think of you. And this time I found my way. I know just what to do. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm back on top and I don't need anybody else. Anybody else, yeah. I'm back on top and I don't need anybody else. Anybody else. I'm back on top and I don't need anybody else. Anybody else, yeah. I'm back on top and I don't need anybody else. Anybody else, don't. I don't care what you say to me. I don't care what I say to you. 'Cause this time I found my way. I know just what to do. Yeah, yeah.